I'm Retro Gaming, and you are watching...
Russ Lyman here, and you're watching...
I'm RGT85, you're watching...
I'm Rick Reynolds of the Intellivisionaries Podcast, and you're watching...
Hey guys, Papa Pete here. Hey guys, Papa Pete back. Hey guys, I'm Papa Pete. Hey guys, Papa Pete back with Coco in the basket.
Hey Rebel Gamers, Papa Mosley here, and just a second, I need a drink.
You know what time it is, Coco? Time for another great local beer, another great craft brew.
That retro game wrangler.
Oh my God! I didn't even look at what I was holding in my hand. Look at this.
Oh, Big Doug.
That crazy Canadian. Pete, I say just go for it! That Maple Leaf Mac Daddy.
Don't be talking about your erections.
Well, I'm 57 for Pete's sake, so I'm gonna be proud of it.
I'm comfortable.
Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
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 Papa Pete.
You're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
And we are live. Got my great Jim Leahy aviator sunglasses at 64-bit for life gave me for Christmas, so I thought this was the perfect day. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. I had to get the chat on there, and I got to take these off because I can't see anything and put my regular glasses on. Thanks for being here, Jeff from Go Game Go, Lance Jennings. Thanks for coming with us tonight. We got a few special guests already in the back.
Awesome.
Already in the back. I don't think there's reason to delay. Let's start bringing some guys in. How's that sound?
Perfect.
First up, we got DJC Game Studios. Chuck.
Congrats!
Oh,
1,000!
1,000. Oh my God. Next up from the Intellivisionaries Podcast, just on a couple weeks ago, we did an interview. Rick Reynolds. Hey, Rick.
Hey, congratulations.
What's going on? Thank you, man. Thank you. And now a guy who really needs no introduction. Gotta love watching all of his friggin' videos. And here he is, the one, the only, not the Intellivision guy, but the Atari creep right here.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody?
Buddy.
Dude, it's about friggin' time.
Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, of course, man.
We got one more person back here, one of the very first people I met on the Amico All Access back in July 1st, 2020. How should I know that date, right? We got J Prime, generational gamer.
J Prime.
Since Molo's
Thank you so much, all you guys, for stopping in.
Yeah,
Holy
my
cow.
pleasure, man.
Yeah, Mazel Tov.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got 23 guys in the chat already. This is something that I'm talking with Jeff and Lance and Stu and JD last week. I was a little bit under the weather. I think I hit 1,000 subs last Tuesday. And he said, well, let's have a show where and I thought, let's just invite a bunch of the people, because the purpose of this show is just, I wanted to send a note to a bunch of people that I've met doing YouTube or retro gaming down at conventions and stuff, and I met online, and I wanted to bring them on because it's amazing that the friends and the good people you can meet doing this. And,
yes.
That's the whole point of this. Is there a topic of conversation? No. It's a reason
You're
to
the
get
topic.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a reason to get as many people together to do this right here. How's that sound?
That's right.
It's a celebration.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right. Let's take a look at the chat. See how many in the chat there now, Jeff? Jeff's watching the chat
26.
for me as always. 26. We got CC Metal, I see. Hey, Celia. Was I supposed to subscribe? TV's Hasselhoff. There's
Hey,
Smash. Right on Smash.
Nice.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Michael Hayes, the one and only. I got a couple great videos out of his stuff the other day. Oh, we got one more popping in here.
Yeah,
He's
there
just coming in late. He's still he's recovering from the hockey game last night. It would be JD. How you doing, JD? Michael Hayes, the one and only. I got a couple great videos out of his stuff the other day.
We got an echo.
Yep.
Oh, no. I knew it was coming.
Okay, it's JD.
It's JD.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, Michael in there. I got a couple great videos from that Vectron hack. I don't know. Mine's off.
It's JD.
How's it going, guys?
There we go.
Are we fixed?
Better.
All right.
Yep.
We are fixed, I think. Happy 1000th birthday, Pete. Oh wait, not your 1000th birthday. Sorry. You don't look at 999, Pete.
I'm not that old, but thank you, JD. I appreciate it very much, man. Trying to go through. See, Smash JT. Did you see that? He's up on the roof. Who's that person? Love you, babe. Who is that person? That's the mystery person. That TJ's in there. Junebug. Hey, Junebug. TV's Hasselhoff. Jeff Davis. Am I missing anybody, Jeff?
TJ.
You got Salvador's here.
Salvador's here. Right on. Hey, Salvador.
Big Doomer.
Big Doomer. Big Doomer might be popping in here a little bit later on. We get some space there. Say hello.
Love his avatar.
Pete, did you see Dan come by?
There's Dan right there. Right on. Dan might pop in too. Hey, Dan. Thank you, man. One of the very first friends I had in gaming, met through Connor. And of course, Dan did my theme song for me. He offered, we were down at Too Many Games that day. He said, hey, I'll do a theme song up for you. I think we were doing Too Many Games, maybe just before that. But it's amazing how that earworm, man, it did such a fantastic job on it. It's probably one of the best theme song guys going. There's a lot of different channels that have theme songs that Dave has made for him, that Dan has made for him. Sorry. But yeah, absolutely. Right on. So we it's funny, we get talking before we open and we think, okay, we're having a great conversation here. We're wasting it all. And then we actually get onto the stream and, okay, now what do we talk about? We're talking about what? We're talking about what to wreck about the Intellivisionaries. Now, I don't know if the other guys may be along later on during the show, but, we have a little bit of a bet this year. I have a bet with Paul.
That's right.
And I'm going to live up to that bet, and I'm going to friggin' try to force his hand a little bit.
That would be good. Get him in the editing room more often. That'd be sweet.
So what we've done is after our show that we did a couple weeks ago, we get talking over the next couple weeks, and they got the special out for the end of the year. So they had 4 shows out that year, and I was giving a little bit of a hard time, and I realized I only had 3 episodes of the 125 out last year too. So I dare say that the 125 probably should take me about half as long to make one of those as it does all the work that they have to put together to put all those things together, and then the editing. It's definitely more work for them to coordinate the 3 of them. So the bet is I told Paul that I would put out 2 episodes of the 125 for every episode of the Intellivisionaries podcast that they did in 2022. So that could end up being a lot of work for both of us if we get the hair across our ass and start doing it.
Yeah. Got to start writing the review scripts and get stuff in the pipeline there and force Paul to start making the edits. Get that all done.
No, that's right. I think I got to jump on that. I've been talking Safecracker now for about 2 months, so it's time to get it done and start forcing the hand. Yeah. Anything else in the comments there, Jeff?
Eep just showed up. Haven't seen Eep in a while.
Hey, Eep, what's going on, Sean?
C-Mart.
C-Mart. Yeah.
C-Mart.
Oh, that would be a dirty little secret right there.
Get a jump.
Chuck, you were showing me. What was the beer you were showing me a little while ago?
The one I got is by North Peak Brewing. It's called Piney Spruce Tip Ipa, and it is piney, and it's definitely a hardcore IPA, but it is delicious. 7.5% though.
7.5%. There you go. I got up to the window there. This is Picaroon's Pivot Christmas Tree Imperial IPA, strong beer, also 7.5%.
Nice.
And it smells just like a can of Glade.
Right. You want pine? We got pine.
That's right.
This is 45.2. If I fall asleep during the stream, just turn me off.
Woodford,
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't make any plans.
Yeah, maybe, Jeff. I got 40% with Cabo Wabo tequila. Gonna finish this off tonight in honor of Pete.
Right on. Oh, we'll drop that down out of there so I see. Hold that bottle up again. Nice. So there's 64-bit. Let's get in here. I remember when I hit 1K. You're at 975 now. I passed you about 2 or 3 weeks ago. For those who don't know, 64-bit for life is my kid. The one that I started off doing videos with. I did half dozen or so on his channel first. He started when he was about 13 or 14 doing them. And, just did it, and we did some together, and that's sort of what led into me doing this one. So
that's awesome.
Hey, Pete, I just want to stop in and say congratulations. I got something I got to get to, but
right on, Rick. Well, thank you for stopping, man.
Didn't want to let the event go by without stopping in. So
really appreciate it.
Have a good show.
Take care.
Thanks,
man.
Rick.
You guys.
Take care. That's cool. Bye.
Pete, your videos with 64-bit those are great.
He has a good sense of humor. Putting it together. I wish I could do stuff like that more, like he does. But if YouTube was golf, I'd be winning. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way, though, buddy. We listen. There's Scallywag, Brian F, Casey's there, of course. Right on. Yeah. I think he watched. I don't know which ones Casey watched. There's actually one on there where the very first one I ever did with him was us sitting in his room, and he just basically did an interview with me. And it was kind of funny, really. I watched it the other day just because I don't know why. It's like, oh my God, I don't remember that. He's just a little kid, right?
Is that the one you did a pickup, Pete?
It wasn't a pickup, this one. I found one on his channel that was not a pickup video. It was
on his channel, okay.
On his channel, yeah.
Ah.
Way back. And it's kind of neat. It's neat to go back and see stuff like that, really. Scallywag, yes, you do.
Scallywag.
Scallywag is one of the few people in here that is in the same. He's in the Papa Pete time zone as well. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A very unique time zone.
That is. It's very very unique. That's for sure. Let's see. If your beer goes flat, you can use it to clean your count. Yeah, you can too. It's just like pine salt. Pretty much it.
In the bar top after you're done, right?
You're not kidding. You're not kidding. So, what's new in the Creepers world, man?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No, I've been too busy. I've been too busy here and with work to really focus on anything, to be perfectly honest with you. I had all kinds of things planned for the holiday season, and none of it came to fruition.
I think that friggin' happens a lot. It always happens to me too, with like just other stuff steps in the way.
Yeah.
Well, Creep, you got that new Les Paul. That was pretty sweet.
Yes, it's right here. Actually, I was playing it before you guys.
Nice.
I love that.
Before you guys let me in.
You talk guitars. You and JD can sit there and friggin' the guitar knowledge should be right through the roof.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I see the Frankenstrap behind you.
Yeah, I got that.
Is that Kramer as well, a Pacer?
It is actually the reissue called the Kramer 85. It's the reissue of the Pacer meets Beretta model that Eddie played. And then
right. That was the Music Yo days, right?
This is actually current. Like Gibson bought out Kramer, and I got this actually while I was waiting for that EVH Relic to come in because it was back ordered for many months.
Right.
So
yeah. No kidding.
Decided to take the plunge on that. So that's my Eddie tribute.
Oh yeah.
I guess we haven't.
No, you haven't, Sean.
We probably have only done maybe a couple episodes of the AAA is all we've really done together. I'd say. I mean, I used to do a bunch. You did it before I started, a little bit more so, and then afterwards we probably did probably 3 or 4 that we were both there, maybe. Yeah. Sundays. J. Prime, what have you been up to, man? Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, you know what? Not a whole lot. I put some videos out I try to put them out every week.
Yeah.
Most of the time it happens. And I've actually moved more to streaming on Twitch.
Oh, really? Like on YouTube or on Twitch or something?
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Although I've got restream set up, so I may end up start doing both again. It's been a bit. I've been trying to do it more often. I've just been busy. So I try to fit in uploading something whenever I can, but if I'm not interested in watching, I don't expect anybody else to be.
Well, I find it kind of neat, like, cause I don't stream on Twitch. I've never been on Twitch. I don't stream much, period. But we got one more person popping in, guys. Here is Mr. William Muller. Hey, William, how you doing, man?
Hello, Papa.
Thanks for stopping in, saying hello.
So congratulations on 1,000 subscribers.
Thanks, William. I think your sound is mixed up somehow.
Okay, I'll go away and come back and try and fix that.
Right on.
That was a strange sounding.
Worldwide. He's in Thailand, isn't he?
Yeah, William's in Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's Electronite Productions. If you don't know Electronite, one of probably the most prolific, I would say, homebrew
Absolutely.
For the I use homebrew very lightly because that's just sort of terminology. There's nothing homebrew about it. It's completely and utterly professionally made. Beautiful boxes, overlays, manuals, cartridges, and great games. Very well designed games. Perfect. J Prime, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
That's Willie's normal voice. Willie's been on the channel before. Willie's come on. Yeah, there you go. Right on, DJC.
Right.
Willie did an interview on here with us with Luke. And we talked a couple hours about the games that are coming out from Electronite. Hey, okay.
Is that
Hover Bubber and Lost Caves of Kraz.
Lost Caves of Kraz. Those are awesome games, man.
Very great games.
So while we're waiting for William to come back, we had another fella pop into the chat. I'm not sure exactly who it is there. Let's take a look. Anybody recognize this guy?
Hey.
Thank you so much for popping in. You know, William Muller, he was just in here a second ago and he had some audio problems, so he might pop back in. We were talking to someone.
Yeah. Well, was he calling from, where's he, Thailand or something?
He's in Thailand. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah, well, I thank you for the invite, and I just wanted to pop in and say hello and congratulations, and looking forward to doing this when you reach 10,000 and 100,000 and 1 million.
There you go.
So we're gonna have
right on.
Now, there's a couple people here. First of all, I need to say hi to my boy Atari creep Chris. I haven't seen him since Boston. Here in Massachusetts, my fellow masshole. And generational gamer. I haven't. We've spoken a few times, but not face to face. So it's nice to what modern day face to face on Zoom.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's nice
Jeff
talking
in the
to you.
house.
Welcome.
Of course, Chuck, my friends of friends. But well, hold on now, Lance, my boy, got the Papa Pete shirt. Lance Jennings, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I love Lance. He's a big Intellivision fan.
Yep.
Now, this new guy though, I'm freaking out. Wait, hold on. I'm sure Chris is freaking out too, but I gotta represent. Got to represent.
Nice.
Nice. There you go.
5150, dude.
Nice.
I mean,
it is 51. It's officially 5150 time now.
Yeah, officially 51. We're going to do the walk.
I was talking to JD last night, and I said, Tommy's coming on. And JD goes, well, I got to ask him about Van Halen. We got to talk about Van Halen. I said, by all means.
We have to.
There's nothing better than two people who know so much about something and just listen to their knowledge. So
and Chris as well too is a big fan. And I mean, I got to be honest. It's been over a year now, right? I mean, last October, and I still tear up when a Van Halen song comes on the radio. I can't get through like Love Walks In without like any of that the newer love song stuff. It just like it just grabs my heart. I'll be in the car with my wife and Dreams comes on and I just start tearing up. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's like it's such an influence. So is that the Fender? Or is did you mod that yourself, or is that the official one?
No, I don't. I wish I had the time to build something cool like that. But this is the EVH, the newer series, the EVH Relic series.
Is that the Fender?
Fender owns EVH. Yeah, they're like the parent company. Yeah. And then there's a Kramer 85, the 85. It's like the reissue. I was just telling Chris about it. It's a kind of combination Pacer, Kramer Beretta, the equivalent of what Eddie had.
And the price on that is pretty. Isn't that like about $5,000? That one?
No. There's another one. This one was about. I ended up getting it at a pretty good price, but it was around like $1,300, $1,500.
Oh wow, that's a steal.
Oh, is that a Mexican build?
What's that?
Is that a Mexican build?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Go ahead, Chris.
Your Frankenstein, is it a Mexican build?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, right on. That's really affordable.
Good.
Do they have the quarter on there? Did you drill the quarter in it?
No, I did. I actually, and the funny thing is, my girlfriend got me the reflector pack. I haven't put that on there yet.
Yeah, totally, for the back.
So, yep. Gonna put that on. And I did have a quarter on here. I ended up taking it off because I didn't drill it through. So, it was still too new. I didn't want to I couldn't drill anything into it just yet.
You got to send me a link to that model exactly, because I was looking at the more expensive one, but I don't even want to. I mean, I don't want to perform on it because I have so many different guitars. Yeah. But I just want it to hang on my wall. So
there you go. And I play. It's a great guitar. I mean,
is it good sounding?
Phenomenal. It's got the Wolfgang pickup in it.
Do you run it through the 5150 head?
I have that. I don't know if you can see it. I got the Mini down here somewhere.
Nice.
You can see that. I actually run through a Fractal Ax8 now and a
dude.
Power amp.
That the Fractal is what I use live all the time. It's the greatest. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you who turned me on to it was Steve Vai and Dweezil Zappa. That's the first I hadn't even heard of it. And
I love Dweezil. Both of those guys.
They swear by it, and especially Dweezil, who's such an Eddie fan. I mean, he's unbelievable.
You get the tune with it. I mean, I just run. It's pretty simple. I use it, for multi effects and switching because I have a big analog pedal board that it's too heavy to lug around.
We've completely taken over the Intellivision.
It's usually,
all right.
Just for the record, it's usually. I think they're happy because it's usually Pete and I taking over the conversation talking about hockey.
Hockey, yeah. That's right.
Hockey. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
Maybe I don't know.
I see the Vic the Vic goalie stick in the back there. Where are you located?
So I'm in the DC area, and that is former Washington Capitol Bob Mason's stick, and he is responsible for one of the longest, if not the longest game in playoff history against the Islanders and the Caps, and it went 4 overtimes, and he was the goalie. And that's not the stick from that game, but that's the stick from that.
Now if you're talking goalies on the Islanders, my boy growing up was Billy Smith.
Oh yeah, he was.
Billy Smith would hit mothers,
he was a mean SOB, but great to watch.
Yeah. You got in around his crease, you were going to get a Vic up your, what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ron Hextall was my other boy, Philly on the Flyers.
We loved to hate those guys, but loved watching them. I grew up seeing all those guys. I started watching hockey in the late 70s, and then I started playing in the early 80s, so I got really into it.
Yeah, I was a goalie back in the day.
I'm adding Aaron from Nerd Crave into the stream. Keep going, guys. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Nerd Crave.
Hey.
Mike
Howdy.
I have Mike Leuk's stick, Jeff. I showed you that.
Yeah. I was a big Leuk fan growing up in St. Louis.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. I want to say a big congratulations, Papa Pete.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Aaron.
Totally. So, Papa Pete, I don't know if I've ever asked you this. What is your favorite Intellivision game of all time if you only had one?
If I only had one, it flip-flops all the time. I'll say flip-flop, but it stays more to Tron Deadly Disc than anything else.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. I don't know if you can see my Tron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there.
It's no bowling, but we'll accept it.
It's no bowling.
We're coming in. We're going to be full house. We got Chris from CM Retro Gaming coming in right now.
Yay!
Hey, Chris.
Full house.
What's up, guys? Hold on, I gotta all right.
Cheers.
So, Papa Pete, did you go around the horn and ask everyone what their favorite original Intellivision game is?
I haven't gone around asking everybody yet. No, I was just going to say, like, recently on the Intellivisionaries podcast, they did episodes 41 and 42. And I did a video on it as well. That was mine, is Tron Deadly Disc for sure. That's, I'm
a great one, though.
Open for that one, right?
Episode 42. So long, and thanks for all the fish. All right.
Yeah. So, what about everybody else?
You either get that joke or you don't.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No? Oh, man.
Hitchhiker's Guide
to the Galaxy.
Yeah, right on.
Well, how about? Well, I'll start then. I have two favorites because with Intellivision, as you all know, the original, there were games you had to play with yourself. I have to make sure I say that right.
Single.
Play by yourself.
Yeah.
Right, not with yourself.
And then there's games that you could really only play if you had a second player. Hockey, the Utopias and stuff like that. Baseball.
Yeah.
So I'd say my favorite single player game was probably Night Stalker, slightly over Astro Smash, but Night Stalkers would be my number one. And then for my 2-player experience, I really would go with Utopia and a close baseball and hockey.
There you go.
Really right behind it. But
good games. Yeah.
Hockey is a big one for you. You Paul play a lot of hockey, correct?
And the goalie's sitting there like this afterwards.
Yeah, sprawled out.
Yeah.
One too many Jack Daniels. My favorite. Did you guys ever see in hockey? Me and my brother found this out that if this is a really weird one, but
it's hard to do.
If you trip somebody and you get a penalty and the puck goes to the penalty box, when the guy goes into the penalty box, he actually, because he's sitting on the penalty box, but he comes to life because he has the puck, and now you can skate around with him sitting in the penalty box and the dude has the puck. Have you guys seen that?
I never noticed that. Now I gotta try it.
Yeah, you have to have two people playing who are trying to do it. So all you're doing is you have the puck and you're trying to trip somebody right in front of their penalty box so that you go. And if you can get the puck in front of the penalty box when he goes to the penalty box, it's the funniest thing ever.
That's perfect.
That's amazing.
Try that.
Has somebody done a video on that on YouTube? Somebody's got to put that
know
out.
About it.
Oh, I'm sure.
No? And the other bug that me and my brother would always do in Utopia is if you take a ship, like a fishing boat, and you go all the way down to the right corner, and if you keep hitting the disc a little bit at a time, like bit, 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 just keep hitting it, the boat actually disappears, and then you can take the boat anywhere on the entire screen, including right over the islands.
Overland. Wow.
Yes, that's another good one we found.
Wow.
Nice.
Do videos on that. That'd be awesome.
I should do videos on that and put them on YouTube.
So there you go. Yeah.
In fact, my brother's coming out next month for my birthday. We're hanging out with his son. So yeah, you know what? Me and my brother will make that video. We'll do Utopia and hockey.
Yeah.
Hey Pete, what's your
Television
favorite episode of 125 you've done so far?
What's the what?
The favorite episode of the 125 you've done so far?
Favorite episode of the 125 that I've done so far is Checkers. Because I can't believe that I did an 18-minute video on Checkers and liked it.
Hey, you know.
And the best part about that is I say that, and I know Jeff sitting right beside me on the screen said to me, and I can't believe you made an 18-minute video on Checkers, and I watched it, he said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many minutes did you do on Math Fun?
That's what I have not done yet.
Oh,
So, they've been anywhere from about 18 minutes to about 25, some of them. So
anyone remember the song from Math Fun?
Yeah, the funky chicken one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance, I'll see you in a minute, Lance. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
I need to get me a Papa Pete shirt. I feel left out. Damn it.
Yeah,
Where do I order this? Time to plug.
Yeah, me
plug your
too.
store, Papa Pete.
It's
How
on
do
the
you
scroll here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Papa Pete sticker too on my speaker.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go check. I gotta go buy me one.
Yeah, it's on the scroll down below. Sorry, we've got various people trying to get in. A few different people still trying to get in here.
Well, you can let
Yeah.
me go.
You gotta get the good shirt.
Everybody's
Gotta get the
It's the
good
Pete.
shirt.
Hey, Mike.
Gotta get
brother.
Mike,
Papa Pete.
Look at that.
nice.
Sharp.
Right on. I got it. You gotta love it.
Do you
There
now,
is-
Papa Pete? Is yours
there is
orange with
something
brown? Is it like a
about-
Reese's peanut butter cup vibe? Or?
So,
I almost got that. I think you can get a brown one.
the collar makes it. I love when I saw the ability to get this white collar with the white around it. I was like,
I
that was
thought you were
good.
just wearing it over a white T-shirt. I didn't
No,
realize that.
no. This is actually
That's
really cool.
No, it's
I know, I
black,
did too.
white ringed.
T-Public
Good, I didn't
fashion
cut those
line.
off,
Like,
but that's crazy, you know.
No, it's this isn't. I'll tell you what. This is probably one of the best shirts I've ever gotten.
Hey,
Yeah, T-Public's got some great stuff. You can get like old vintage, like baseball style. shirts
Well,
that are, like,
I
white
believe,
with the colored
Mr.
sleeves. They're
Talarico,
awesome.
that you have a red NLG shirt that you promised you were going to wear.
That's
and
right.
Never did. You were supposed
No,
to
I
bring
have
it
it.
to Crayola.
Let me shill up.
Oh, he's got his wristbands too.
He actually won a shirt from us.
I did. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no
right.
kidding.
I gotta wear that.
Yeah.
I think I got a. I don't know if do I have it here?
Hey guys, let me cut in. I gotta take off.
Right on. Creeper, thank you so much for stopping, man.
Yeah,
I
my
really
daughter's having
appreciate it.
surgery in the morning, so I gotta get going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey,
Right
Pete,
on.
congratulations,
Good
man.
luck. Good luck with everything.
Thank
Very, very, very well deserved, dude. For real.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. It means a lot coming from you. Good friend, man. Take care.
Yeah,
Can't
no
wait
problem.
to see you
Hey,
next time.
everybody have a good night. It's great meeting.
Yeah, nice to see you, man.
I like your toy
See you
reviews.
later, Creeper.
Take
I'm
it
not
easy,
far
Chris.
behind you. I got to get up early.
Right.
Hey, Mike, we finally get to meet face to face, and we're neighbors.
I know.
Yeah.
We got the
Get to
Maryland
finally
thing that's
meet
gonna.
you virtually.
I'm telling you. So you, Generational Gamer, Nick Darby, you're all coming to my house when the Founders Edition arrives.
I like it.
We're doing we're gonna do just a Maryland meetup in my basement.
Mike, I gotta say, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight. You're doing the health
always
thing. or
working
what?
out.
60 pounds.
Nice, congrats,
Wow.
man.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I took care of it for you.
Yeah,
Now a lot of
back in the day, gamer.
Yeah,
Hey,
working
back in
out
the
and
day
eating
gamer
right.
there.
So
Good for you. Good
dude
for
right
you,
there.
Mike.
But
Keep it
enough
up.
about me. Papa Pete.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
I'm sitting there, man,
Congratulations on
there's
this.
people trying to get in, people trying to go out. I'm trying to sort of manage the people coming in and out here. That's beautiful.
Congratulations, man. I got to tell you,
Thank you,
and
sir.
I told you this privately, but I'm going to tell everybody publicly. Of many people that I know that have channels that are on YouTube that do content like you know, like this, you are one of the best. I rarely a negative word out of your mouth. You are you roll through so much great content, both old and new, and I've never seen somebody that you could just say a name of a game and you don't even look and you just reach back and grab it. It's amazing
Every time.
So true.
So, but you are so well deserving of 1,000 subs. You're deserving of much more. And
Thank you so much, man.
you know, I also, you know, I bring tidings from the. I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, but I bring tidings from the remainder of the Gamers United Guild.
Yeah.
You are definitely one of the shining members of our group.
Well, thank you so
I'll
much.
add to that too that there's Papa Pete episodes that I'll listen to that will literally bring tears to my eyes. You know, like because I'm like remembering when I was, you know, things he would say that just bring up these vivid memories of, you know, back in the early 80s or whatever.
I
there's
know.
not a lot of podcasts or YouTube channels that give you that kind of reaction sometimes, you know. So I
Tommy,
absolutely.
I
adore
always you say that, and I always go back. I think about the tribute episode to Keith and the statement you made on the podcast on their tribute show, and about taking over the, you know, we as fans of Intellivision owe it to Keith. I'm just sort of summarizing. Owe it to Keith to carry on what he started and kept going for the last 20 years. And
Amen.
Here we are, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
you say that's the kind of thing that sort of is touching, you know.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in there on that same note, Papa Pete. I started my YouTube channel not too long after you started yours for the same reason. You know, I wanted to do it for a long time, but when I saw you come on the scene, I discovered you, and I thought, you know what? If that guy can do it, I can do it too. And you've been an inspiration to me all the way along, man.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate that very much.
And I have to say, watching the Battlestar Galactica homebrew video,
that was a good one.
That was a great one, but I have to say, if people aren't fixated on Coco just sitting there, just grooming the whole time, go back and watch it. Like you will fixate on your own cat. You're like, okay,
yeah.
Hello to Brian's man cave, by the way.
Yes, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
How's it going? Good to meet you.
Can I say? I think I can say this, Brian, with all you know, sincerity here, but I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the very first interview I did on YouTube about Amico was with you. That's true, right?
You would be correct, sir.
Wow.
That was the beginning of the end. No.
Before there even was a name Amico.
Oh, really? We didn't have the name yet?
No, it was right after you did a Facebook.
Wow.
It was like a live Facebook thing, and you were. It was somebody actually told me that you were doing this and you were bringing back Intellivision.
Yeah.
And that I should go in and catch this, and so I went on the live Facebook where you were first introducing that you were going to be bringing back Intellivision, and I started putting some comments in there, and
you suck. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you were like, videos about it. Brian's Man Cave. So after that, I reached out to you. I'm like, yeah, you want to do a live chat thing? And you were like, sure, why not? So
well, there you go. That's Brian's at least badge of honor or disgrace, depending on what side you're on. But,
I remember watching that.
Hey, there's Brett Weiss.
Hey, Brett.
Okay. Weiss.
Brett, that might be Brett. Somebody's trying to get in there. We're all filled up.
You know what? I got to go to bed. So congratulations, Papa Pete, and that person can have my spot, okay?
Thank you so much, Jake Brian. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. One of the very first people I bet online on AAA, and I really appreciate you stopping in tonight, man.
Absolutely. Congrats, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Jay.
Bye, Prime.
I'm gonna step out as well. I got to spend some time with my daughter before bedtime. So.
Oh, right on. Thank you for stopping
Is that
here.
a Maple Leaf shirt you're wearing there, Nerd Crave? Is that a Maple Leaf?
Maple Leaf roots.
Yeah, you in Ontario?
I am, yeah.
What part?
Canadians.
Just north of Toronto, a little town called Lindsay.
There you go. I've been to Lindsay.
Are you anywhere near Rexdale? Are you anywhere near Rexdale?
Rexdale is in what is that, kind of northwest Toronto. I'm about an hour and a half away from there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Out in the country.
William back trying to get his computer working. I'm hearing from
Thailand.
Yeah.
No, that's Dale Andy.
Now, Coco, settle down.
So all right, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks so much for having me.
Right on. Thanks, Aaron.
Take it.
Nope. Here's somebody we all know, the Intellivision collector himself.
Hey guys.
What's happening?
Not much. Listen, I only have a few minutes. I got to go to work tonight, but there's no way I was going to miss Papa Pete's 1,000 sub live stream. I had to come by. I had to give my support and love.
Yeah.
Papa Pete, you're my #1 YouTube guy, man. I love watching your videos. Keep it up. Absolutely.
Right on. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I know I've also noticed there's lots of people in the chat, lots of people on the panel here. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm just going to say hello to everybody, just as a general statement. And hey, Tommy, we're still waiting for you to come to Vancouver. Me and C-Mart, we're going to have that night, that Amico night.
Me, you, and don't forget OEB Classic Gamer, or whatever the hell he's calling himself.
Yeah.
Classy Gaming Pete.
Classy Gaming Pete.
Classy Gaming Fun.
That's right, and Victor Lucas. We're gonna have. There's gonna be 5 of us locked in a room playing original Intellivision, and then this new thing I'm hearing rumors about.
Better get the big doomer in there too when you're doing that.
Don't play baseball with him. He cheats.
Yeah. Hey, Luke. Can I ask you a question? Are you any good at the original baseball game?
You know, I haven't played in such a long time. I used to be. So I used to play with my dad all the time in like the mid 80s.
Me too.
It was amazing.
We were in Boston, Massachusetts. It was back in November, and Chuck DJC says, "Hey, come on over. Hey Tommy, I want to play you in an original Intellivision game." Because he brought one of his. What was that?
I had a flashback. The
flashback ad games thing. And so he had it hooked up to a TV, and I'm like, he didn't give me a warning. But okay, that's cool. And I don't want to say what happened, but
yes, you do.
Yes, you do. He did a double play, home run, got like 5 points in like 5 seconds.
I started out in the field. He started at bat. I was turning double plays, got him out within 30 seconds, and then I got up and it was like 5-0 within another minute, and then I put down the control. I said, "Okay, I got to stop. I don't want to embarrass him."
Right.
Everybody's listening. Silently and unforeseen, my favorite video of all time, music video of all times, has entered in the lower right-hand corner.
Oh, there you go.
And he's reenacting the whole thing.
Has anybody found my recent? Has anyone found my Intellivision? I lost it again.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize that was you. Holy crap!
I love it.
Come on, can you give us a couple lines? Can you give us a few lines from the? Give us a few lines from your famous video. Come on.
I didn't actually sing it.
I know you didn't sing it, but wait, Papa Pete, can you get it up?
Oh my God!
Put it up. Somebody put it up.
I'll do that. You give me a second here.
Just give us a line or two for Papa Pete's 1000th. I mean, it's got to be a.
Let's see.
I think we would all like to see that live, wouldn't we?
I'm down.
Okay.
Waiting for it to search.
Hold on, just give us a couple.
I'm trying.
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about,
I have no idea what's going on right now.
No,
right. You will. You'll remember.
Go on YouTube and put in
Intellivision.
Intellivision.
My Intellivision.
I missed the touch.
Here it is. Here it is.
Here we go.
Putting him on the spot.
Oh, am I supposed to sing? Okay, here we go.
You were my love and my friend.
And my friend.
I thought the game
would never end.
Surrounds my heart without anesthesia. Behavior that's hard to defend. How could you put me in this position? I really miss my Intellivision.
All right, we're grinding the old computer down here.
Hold on, I am looking this up. Is it called? Oh, here it is. Intellivision Lives. Is that it? There he is.
You got to watch that. It's like a la Pet Shop Boys.
It's classic.
The best Intellivision video I've ever seen.
I miss your control.
And like we talked about a couple weeks ago, like everybody thinks you sang it.
Nope,
yeah, I thought he sang it.
I didn't know either.
I believe
I'm famous for lip syncing, I guess. Famous. And no, I cannot sing, as you obviously just heard. But no, I absolutely fell in love with the song, and I knew that, like, I searched the internet looking for someone to actually have done it, and no one has done it. So I had
Has
to jump
anyone
on it.
ever been in contact with the guy who actually wrote it and sang it, Papa Pete? Has he ever been on Intellivisionaries or anything? Does Paul know him?
No, we've talked about it. So that could probably happen sometime, Mike.
That would be a great. Yeah, somebody's got to
Yes, it
find
would.
out if that cat's still alive, and somebody's got to interview him. That'd be awesome.
There was one guy wrote it and another guy sang it.
Get them both on.
And then, of course, Michael here did the video, so there's like 3 people involved.
Get Michael on there too. Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
I think DJC is the next generation of that.
Yeah, he certainly is.
I want my Amico.
That's right.
Now the next song, the sequel to that is "I Got My Amico."
There you go.
So
there you go.
That's coming.
I'm eagerly waiting that one.
There you go.
This is great.
Oh, hey,
well, guys, I gotta go. Just got home from work. I'm having dinner, but you're talking about favorite Amico games, Astro Smash, man. I love those old school shooters, 2600.
Yeah. Listen to this man right here. Listen to this man right here.
The 2 games I'm looking forward to on my new console when it comes is Rigid Force Redux and another remake of another classic, which is Moon Patrol. So I can't wait to get my console. So Tommy, I need it tomorrow, buddy. We're gonna live stream it all weekend.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Pete, I want to say, congratulations on 1,000 subs. Those guys, it's well deserved. But you're definitely one of the pillars in the retro gaming community, and the support that you show all of us is immeasurable. So I just want to say thank you for that. And I want to just say that it's an honor to be here. And here's to 1,000 more, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Most appreciated. We'll get together.
Chris, what's your favorite original Intellivision game?
I like Astro Smash. And
that's still Astro Smash.
Yeah, man, right here.
Right
here, my man.
Anything shooter related, because shooters are
Night Stalker, Deadly Discs.
Shooters by nature are sort of easy to pick up and play, but very hard to master. You know what I mean? Especially when you get past like 3 or 4 levels, and takes a lot of eye-hand coordination and skill, and I love them. That's mainly what I like to play on my retro consoles, on the newer consoles. I'm glad that there are so many PS4 shooters, with the console being region-free. You can import and stuff like that, but definitely looking forward to these 2 games on my next console, which will be the next console that I buy. So,
coming soon.
Guys,
coming soon.
Thank you so much for having me, and Pete, I love you, buddy. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. We'll get together on a Saturday night stream again some night soon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pete, I got a question for you.
Sure, yeah.
What is the worst Intellivision game out of the 125? What's your least? I don't want to say the word. What's your least favorite game out of all of them?
I'm going to say.
I was going to say that. That was mine. That was mine.
Not it. No way, no how. Coleco Donkey Kong.
I know a lot of people love it.
Coleco Donkey Kong to me, I think it sucks.
Coleco Donkey Kong. Okay.
That's a horrible one.
Oh, hey, here we go. Mr. Brett Weiss in the house. Hey, Brett.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Pete.
How we doing?
Thanks for sticking with us, trying to get in right on. I appreciate it.
No problem at all, man. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Pete.
Brett, my co-host on NLG.
See you, Luke.
Chris Williams.
We'll talk soon, man.
Take care, Luke.
Yeah.
See you, Luke.
Bye, Luke. Got your, I guess, a signed copy of your Nintendo Compendium. He loves it.
I think that would be Omnibus.
Omnibus, yeah.
he said Compendium. I'm going with what he said.
No, that's
you
cool. A different author wrote a compendium.
No. It's your book. It's your book.
It's a compendium with a small c.
Okay.
It's all good, man. How you doing?
I got your book.
I appreciate that. That's awesome.
I got your book.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh, Tommy's got the old school.
That's this one of mine because it's got Intellivision in it.
That's it.
Oh,
Look at this. This is history reading. This is good stuff. People need to pick this one up if you can't even find it anymore.
So, Tommy, I need to do an Intellivision omnibus one of these days.
Oh,
let's do it. Absolutely. What are we waiting for? Let's get on that.
Well, I've got another 2-volume omnibus set in the works before I can do another one.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Is that RGT85, Sean?
We got a celebrity in the house.
Whoa!
I think this is the guy that I have to blame everything on right here. Just popped into the chat right now.
Responsible for your channel and everything.
Hey, Sean, I was just doing a response video to you're done collecting retro games.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Too expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too expensive.
That's what it boils
Well, I
down
did a
to.
video on why I'm not done, so but I totally get why you are.
Yeah, it's just I'm pretty much to the point where I got what I want, and then like the stuff that I maybe still want, I'm not going to pay for. So it's like I don't know. The thrill of the hunt for me is gone. Yeah,
We're all in the emulation now.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you still run across something, though. I was at a video game summit, and some guy had all his Intellivision cartridges for $2 each. He didn't care what was what, so he had Motocross and a few of the later titles that are hard to find for $2 each. So, boom.
Wow.
Still retro collecting.
But
that's different.
I'll still buy. Like, I think there's a disconnect between collecting and buying stuff. Like, when I talk collecting, I mean like going out looking for bundles, picking up, like looking. Oh, this person's selling 20 NES games on Facebook. I'll buy the lot for the 2 I need, and then flip the rest. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. But if there's a game, like I just got the Analog Pocket with the Game Gear adapter, so I picked up like Fatal Fury Special because I've always wanted to play that game. And I was like, oh, well, I'll buy this. I want this. I'm going to play it. I'm not buying stuff just to fill up my shelves anymore. Is more or less the whole.
I just picked up something that I didn't even know existed. I was, hanging out on eBay or whatever, and I never even knew this existed. So I'm like, I got to pick because I'm like you, Sean. I'm like, I don't even have places to put it anymore.
Right.
But I found this. You guys ever see this? This is in its original shrink wrap. Never opened. But this is a game called Flying Tigers for the Atari 2600.
Whoa.
What is this? I didn't not know this even existed. So,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, I'll pick up like really weird stuff. But I'm done.
I bought
Tommy, I got a weird one for you.
Oh, go ahead.
How about this?
What is that? Space Invaders? What is that?
It's Atari 2600 Space Invaders, made by Intellivision, apparently.
You can't take by the.
Was it M Network or something? Wait, that
it's not M Network. Here, I'll turn off my virtual background.
Did Intellivision rip themselves off with Space Armada and then just put?
Oh, it says Intellivision on it.
Here, I'm making it bigger so we can see it.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Television.
What's the story behind that?
That's weird.
Yeah,
I found it at a bookstore long ago, and it's legit. It actually does work.
Is it some weird variant though? Does Papa Pete, does Christian Martin know about this?
I don't know. C-Mart's in the chat, so if he's ever seen it, he should pipe up right now, I think. So I've never heard of it.
Someone printed that label or something.
That looks like it was done on a printer.
Yeah, that looks like somebody decided to make it. Maybe
I just picked up this Intellivision homebrew complete in box Zombie Madness Halloween game.
Really, you ever see this one?
Oh, I do.
I found this in the trash.
Got Hotel Bunny.
Oh yeah!
Oh my
I
God!
scooped that up when it went out.
Oh, there you go.
It was the weirdest cover I've ever seen, so I was like, "Of course, I'm buying that."
Where's that? The Intellivision.
I've got 10 copies of Combat.
Oh, there you go.
Besides 10 copies of ET.
I think I have at least 3 copies.
Oh wow, there you go. See, I knew Christian would know. C-Mart would know. It's a Brazilian pirate cartridge.
There you go.
Is that rare though? It's got to be rare.
Wow.
So, Sean, did you play the Game Gear back in the day?
Yeah, I had one back in the day.
Yeah, that was my go-to handheld. My girlfriend, now my wife and I, we played the hell out of it. Before we had kids, that was our baby. Going to Toys R Us, getting the case, getting tons of games, getting the battery, the charger, that big whopping, thing that was about as big of a loaf of bread.
I mean, you needed it because the batteries. Yeah. I remember when I first got mine. It was for a birthday, and we were at my my granddad at the time had like a cabin in the mountains, and we went up there, just me and my parents. and for like to celebrate my birthday, and they got me a Game Gear, and I was like, yes, this is awesome, because I was a big Sega kid. And then I was like, oh, we need batteries. And like when I say it was in the mountains, like this was like the mountains. Like there was a general store at the bottom of a hill where the cabin was, and then the nearest like normal store was like 30-45 minutes away easy. So we went to the general store, and they had those, remember those Ever Ready batteries that had the stupid little cat on them?
The cat,
like, that was the only ones they had. I was like, you only got like Duracell or Energizer? Like, no, we only have these.
Like an hour.
So like, dude, and they literally lasted 25 minutes, and then they were dead. And then for the rest of the trip, I was just like sitting there looking at my screen, like I wish I could play this.
Now, RGT, what now? I never had the Game Gear. I never bought a Game Gear. I ended up getting one later. But did that come out before or after the Nomad? Because I bought the Nomad.
I had the Nomad. That Game Gear came first.
So Game Gear came before the Nomad.
Nomad was basically the portable Genesis, which took like 6 batteries too. It had a big.
Oh, dude!
And only lasted like 2 hours.
Oh, if you're lucky.
And I had a battery backup for it. Like you could get like a thing that you could plug into it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It was huge.
But that was so amazing when it came out, and I don't remember. Do you remember what year that came out? Anyone remember?
I remember playing Ultimate
1995.
Mortal Kombat 3 on that on
95
Genesis, on the Nomad. So that's
because the Genesis was starting to like fade away when it was
Right.
coming out. I remember, I think.
Like,
But for a like when I was working on all those Genesis games back in the day, to me, because we used to have to plug our cartridge into the Genesis and then hook it up to the TV. So I was able to actually put the system, use that Nomad, and I could like compose music and do stuff portable, like without needing a big TV. It was like,
cool.
but I was only like working on like one game. I think it was like, oh gosh, it was like RoboCop versus Terminator. I forget, but I only had like one more game that I could use on it because everyone was moving over to PlayStation at that point. And, you know, I think the Saturn was just coming out too, right? Around
So, okay, who here knows without Googling what was the last Sega Genesis mainstream just ordinary release, last original release? What year and what title?
Oh man, I used
Lost
to know
World,
this.
wasn't it?
Oh, was it
Nope.
Barney?
No.
Wasn't it the Lost World?
It was 1998, and the title was. Hint, it was also released, a garbage version was released on the Super Nintendo, but the Genesis version was excellent.
What was it? Beat 'em and eat 'em.
Adventure of Robin?
Arcade classic.
By
Starts with an
Intellivision.
F. Frogger.
I caught that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
Frogger was the last Genesis release. A brilliant adaptation. It's just like the arcade, but the Super Nintendo one, different developer, garbage. No, it didn't have the music, and they tried to make the graphics fancier, and it was terrible. So there you go, a little trivia for the day.
All right, fellas, I gotta hop off. I got another show going on in 1 minute. Just want to come
Thanks,
by.
Sean.
Papa Pete.
See you later,
love you,
Sean.
buddy. I'll see y'all
Thank
later.
you, bud.
Good show.
He's credited with giving me the name. So yeah, we got lots of people trying to get on too. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's how you got your name?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out myself. I've got 2 episodes of Cobra Kai to watch with the wife. So,
All right,
we just finished.
thank you so much, man.
Pete, you are you are an amazing guy. It has been so the one thing that I've always credited Tommy with is getting me kind of in this sphere of many of you guys. And actually, since he's just popped in, it just so happens that Tommy was on our show 2 years ago.
I'm still working, so keep it
2
down,
years
Mike.
ago, yeah, I know. 2 years ago to this month. And from there, I met Pete. From Pete, I met you, Pete. And then from you, Pete, I met Jeff, and then DJC, and then Brian.
Well, DJC stalked me for like 6 months, so
and then through that I met JD.
I made
there's
it
only a
all
couple of you
access.
guys I
That's all
don't.
I was going for.
There's only a couple of you guys I don't know as well as I know other folks. Nintendo Champion is the first time I'm meeting you, and Brett, I've talked to you before on shows, but don't know you quite as well. But all of this came from the night we had Tommy on for a 4-hour Amico thing, and
That's a short one.
Yeah. What was it? That was one
Tommy
of
can go all night, right?
I was gonna say he talked the whole time.
Thank you, Lance.
Hey, watch
See,
what you
Lance
say
was
there,
there, and because of
Be
that,
taken out of context.
Hey, I'm keeping it classy, Tommy. Leave me alone.
I met so many good people. So I credit you, Tommy, for this, at least for me.
Yeah.
You, because of you, I met a whole bunch of great people. So,
Hey, it's Intellivision Amico together again. We're already making friends before.
Now, Tommy, what I heard was as soon as the Amico comes out and you've sold all you wanted, you're just going to dump all your friends. That's what I heard.
I would do.
Absolutely.
You know, that was the point of this whole stream tonight, that I wanted to get everybody together, send all these invites. And unfortunately, I'm sorry. I thought I could have people in the background, at least get to the backstage area and it's not happening. Hey, Silverman, thanks, man.
Lance says, go wants another
all
shot.
the people I met, like Silverman, like Tommy, like Nintendo Champion, Brian, all of you guys that I've met. It's like, it's amazing. What amazing.
It really is.
Hey, Pete, on that note, I'm going to cycle out to let some other people in.
Yeah,
and
right
I just
on.
wanted to say thank you to everybody. Congratulations again. Quickly, my two, and I told Tommy and everybody about this, my two favorites, two-player Major League Baseball, Sea Battle. And single player, probably a tie between Atlantis, Dracula, and like Astro Smash.
I'm sure we'll see you back in here later on, JD.
All right. It was a pleasure meeting everybody, especially Tommy. Great to meet you in person, and everybody else get to meet in person, Mike. And
Please send me a message on Facebook. I want to give me info on that guitar. I want to get it.
I will do that. Hopefully I'll get cycled back in at some point tonight. But if I miss you guys, take care, and I will send you that link.
Right on.
All right. Good night,
Thanks,
everyone.
JD. See you in a bit. See you in a little while.
All right.
I'm hanging out.
Okay, how about this one, Papa Pete? What's your favorite iMagic game?
Favorite Magic game for sure is Microsurgeon. That is my favorite.
Wrong answer.
No,
I'm kidding.
Wrong answer.
Great game. Great box art, too.
But at the end of the day, I just love all of the Magic games, frankly, except for Dragonfire. I'm not a Dragonfire fan. Hey, Russ.
Oh, really? I would go probably Microsurgeon would be my close second, only to I love Ice Trek for some crazy
That's a great game. That's a great game.
Yeah.
No, it was so cool because you did different things.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
multiple
was like one of
parts.
the first.
William's back. Hey, William.
Hey, there's William.
Hi, Tommy.
Yo, you in Thailand right now?
Yes, I am.
Pete, you must be giving some love to Atlantis, buddy. I imagine. Come on.
I do love Atlantis.
Come
I
on.
love Atlantis. And I'm going to say it again because I say it
It's
all the
better than
time.
Missile Command.
Missile Command is no substitute for Atlantis.
For Atlantis.
Just
I
because
100%
I've been
agree.
saying that for all along for years.
Yeah.
You're going to have to
That's
make
okay.
Atlantis now, Pete.
It's
I mean,
okay.
Tommy.
Good call on Beauty and the Beast up there. DJC. That's my favorite television game of all time.
A lot
all
of people
time,
talk
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Which one is it? Television games?
Oh, Beauty
Oh,
and the
those
Beast.
are mine.
That's Brett's, right? Brett?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Which one?
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great game.
That's high on our list at
That game is so
Intellivision HQ. I can
Yeah,
tell you that.
Beauty and the
Endlessly
Beast is my go-to.
replayable.
It's beautiful. Even today, it holds up.
Okay, so here's a question for the panel then. Obviously, we're not going to be able to use the name Beauty and the Beast, when we redo it, just because of the Disney thing. If we don't call it Beauty and the Beast, what would be a good alternative name for that game if it were to come to Amico? Hank and the, I don't know, Beauty and the Hank? I don't know.
You got Horrible Hank and Buford.
Hey, King Kong.
names
Revenge.
for Beast you could use.
Why is Beauty and the Beast not in the public domain?
It should be, right? Because it's based on an
Because Disney
old
owns everything.
old story, right?
Because Disney's lawyers are better than everyone else.
Or something.
Yeah.
We did Cinderella. It's ours now.
Well, I
That's what
can't
they
read
do.
that.
Pretty and the Monster.
Winnie the Pooh in there, apparently.
The guy name is Hank. Horrible Hank.
Beast and the Beauty. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, there's a way to get around it.
The Beautiful Beast.
What was the dude's name that went after him?
Buford.
Oh,
Buford.
Yeah.
Buford.
Buford
And
and
Horrible
Buford
Horrible
and the
Hank.
Beast. Maybe Buford and the Beast.
That would work.
Yeah.
Buford versus the Beast.
Well, the Beast is Horrible Hank. That's his name.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Buford versus Hank seems like something that that you'd find down south or something. But
make it Donkey Kang with an A, and you're covered.
Donkey Kang
Donkey Kang, like the Jeopardy meme.
What was the one for Sonic the Hedgehog? Wasn't there one Sonic or something?
That was the Donkey Kang.
Donkey
Kang.
Crazy Kong. Remember those? The bootleg.
Yeah.
It was called Crazy Kong.
What was it was Jeopardy. What was the blue character that runs really fast and collects rings? And then the answer was Donkey Kang.
Yeah, oh, that's right. It was a
I heard that wasn't true, though. I heard that was just like that they made that up. That really wasn't what they answered.
If you want to stunt Jeopardy contestants, ask them anything about sports. That's where they really.
Yeah.
They're like, huh?
Who won the 1977 World Series? Donkey Kang.
Cowboys in the playoffs Sunday against the Niners. Go Cowboys.
I hope Retro Bro isn't watching this.
Trouble prequel.
I got a question for you. What would be your favorite game for this guy?
Ooh.
Bomb Squad.
Oh, is that Pandora Effect?
Hover Bubber.
I got to go with
Hover
D17.
Bubber. There we go.
Yeah.
Going with the homebrew.
Hover Bubber.
Everybody show their Hover Bubber.
Hey, I got it right here.
I love the title, but I never played it.
You never played Hover Bubber?
Never have.
Oh, it's a fun game.
Sounds cool.
Oh, cool. A couple copies.
Intellivoice stuff.
Although I'm going to go with Bay 17 Bomb.
I was about to say the same thing, so you beat me to it. Now I don't have to.
This is a new Intellivision game, Intellivoice game.
Which one's that, William?
Star Mercenary.
Star Mercenary.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Is that
No.
good?
Hasn't come out yet.
You might just be getting that. This is a Papa
Is that
Pete
one of yours,
right
William?
here. It's courtesy of
Yes.
William Muller.
Yes, it's Electronite. So
there you go.
For sure.
This one is Cat Attack.
Yeah.
Although that's not a voice
Nice.
game.
I want that too.
Man, Electronite does great work.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then this is the Pandora Incident. Whoops.
When are these coming out? I got to get all these.
Yeah.
As soon as I get cartridges.
See,
I'm having my own issues.
There it is.
Who is that
There's
guy?
the man.
the myth, the legend.
legend.
You unpacked yet, Christian?
What's that?
Are you unpacked yet?
Am I unpacked in my house?
He's never
Yeah.
unpacked totally.
Well, the only room that matters. Like,
Well, hold on. Let's hold on. Let me flip this. Oh, shit, I can't flip the screen on this, can I?
This is one of my favorite Electronite games, which is A Tale of Dragons and Swords.
Yeah.
I've
Beautiful
had
game.
so much fun playing that, and the cover art. I know it doesn't show up here good, but
Oh, it's great.
beautiful, just beautiful.
is that just Wing the West
Then
Wing?
Lost Days
See
of Cross, of course, too.
Let's
Looking
give you guys
good,
a little bit of a
I hate
sample.
that game.
oh,
Lost
jeez.
Caves of Cross.
There's a few
I
of them
hate that
anyway.
Yeah. Everybody's just cursing C-Mart under each breath right now.
Sorry about that.
Showing off his box consoles.
And I got my Wizard of War homebrew too.
Could be. There's some stuff around I could show, but
That's cool. My
I'll get there
favorite
one
of
day.
those.
Does
is
Wizard of War work with the
Fantasy.
Intellivoice?
I believe so. Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Awesome.
Yes, it
does.
I'm
Yes, it
working
does.
on-
Oh, that'd be great.
Fantasy is a really good voice game.
Oh yeah, I got to get that too.
Now, were any of you guys in the Aquarius? I know C-Mart, obviously, but Christian, but
in the other
how about
room.
you, Papa Pete? Did you ever get in the Aquarius?
No. By the time those come out, like I got into high school and probably stopped with it for about 10 years, right? And it was before that came out, but I still swear to this day, if that keyboard component had been a little bit more accessible, I'd have one right now because my brother-in-law was getting one from day one when it first was in that book, in the catalog. He was getting one, but of course, it never went to California. Here we are in Maine, right? So,
And now C-Mart has 90% of them.
there you go.
I don't know if you can see it though. It's over my
You're right.
shoulder.
There it is, right there.
Right there.
I
There
sold
it is.
Sorry, I have
It's
one
too
on my
small.
iPhone.
Make them bigger, Papa. We can't see them.
Okay,
See what
yeah.
he was showing.
See if I can get you.
What
over
is
There it
there.
is.
what is it?
Oh,
A
man,
keyboard
the
add-on for
original
the
one.
Intellivision?
It's the most rare.
That's keyboard component right there.
Tommy, you got that, Tom?
Cool. I do.
Nice.
I have the
I
one.
thought you showed that to us one time, didn't you?
Yes, he did. Yeah, Tommy did. Yeah.
I have the one.
Look at all these boxed intelligence. You punk, Seymour.
You have the show right now, Seymour.
It's all you, brother.
You just tell me when you want me to turn it off.
Pete, you can come see this live one day soon.
Yeah, where's the beer fridge? That's all I care about. Or do I have to bring my own?
He was talking to me.
God, look at how much
No, Pete.
beautiful game room.
Pete, if you come to Vancouver, you're not leaving without quite a few beers in you, buddy.
Well, there you go. Right on, man.
We'll take you on a tour everywhere.
There's a few things here to see. I'm not quite unpacked, but a lot of it's done.
It's looking
Hey,
good.
Pete, I got to run.
Keyboard component in box.
Yeah.
Who said that they're going to run?
I got to run.
Brett. Thanks, Brett. Brett, thank you so much for stopping in.
Oh, I'm happy to, man. Tommy, thanks for all you're doing with the Amico. Everybody else, awesome. Pete, man, thanks for your support. You've been
it.
P1 fan from day one and vice versa. I really appreciate all you do.
Yeah, thank you, sir, very much. And keep writing those books. I'll keep buying them. Can't
I'll
wait
do it.
Volume, what is it? Volume 2 of the NES Compendium. No,
The NES
Omnibus. I'm confused from the conversation earlier, for Pete's sake. But here, I got to make you bigger just so you can show that off for a second.
Okay. We'll see. Here we go.
Oh, nice karate champ up there.
I know. I was looking at that too, Chuck.
That's the exact sound.
The game sucks, but I don't mind that.
Yeah, little look at my office here.
Super Pac-Man.
You got to do you got to do a tour, Brett. If updated tour. If you want.
I actually did a YouTube video of my office and my game room. If you guys want to check it out, my channel just my name. So if you just look under YouTube for Brett Weissen office and then Brett Weissen game room. If you're curious about my collection, you can check it out. But anyway, the NES Omnibus Volume 2, it was supposed to ship in October and then in December. And then now it's late March because of all the pandemic garbage and the shipping delays and everything. So
liar.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making it up.
Hey, Tommy, any comment?
Scam.
Yeah.
Sounds like a scam to me.
About it.
Yeah, it's not a real book. This is a fake book that people have read.
Vaporware.
It doesn't exist.
Anybody that's pre-ordered it can check out the PDF of it, and even that doesn't exist. It's just I'm just making it all up.
Yeah. That's the word.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot again, Papa Pete. Thanks a lot, Tommy. Everybody else, Brian, Pete, everyone. Signing off. Talk to y'all later.
Take care, Brett. Thank you.
Later on. You bet.
I'd love to do a room tour, but then I'd have to show where all the dead trolls are buried in my office, and I don't feel like doing that. All the ones I've banned.
My God, I got a question. Hasn't checked out Brett's books.
Pete.
Brett does some friggin' amazing books. Check them out. Seriously.
Yeah.
I got
so many different ones. Just fantastic stuff, man.
I've got a
I
question.
think I got every one of his books now. I literally like every one except for maybe.
Really? I mean, he's got 4, right?
If you're into that, that's awesome too. I'm not into that. That's the only book that he has out that I don't have.
I got a question for you guys now because I didn't know this system exists, and since you guys know a lot more about retro games in the 8-bit generation or the 4-bit generation or whatever, my Aki team couldn't pay their dues, so 2 people couldn't pay their dues to me, and they gave me a boxed system called a Leisure Vision with 25 boxed Leisure Vision games.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what it is. I've never seen that console before.
Emerson.
What is it?
It's a clone of the Intellivision, or a work.
Oh, it's an Intellivision clone. The
No,
cartridges
no,
are
well,
like huge.
No.
They're big, long carts.
It's meant. It's not a clone, as in it runs Intellivision. It's sort of like it was meant to compete and appear to be the Intellivision.
It's the Canadian version of the Arcadia.
Well, yeah. There's Emerson Arcadia
Emerson
2001.
Arcadia.
It was sold in many different forms. But
I think there was
Tommy's
32 different versions of it.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Something
like. It looks like that kind
Yeah,
of.
I've seen those
Yeah,
before.
that's it. I have one too. I have the actual Leisure Vision, Pete.
Yeah, mine's called a Leisure Vision's in a box. It's got the box. It looks, and the carts are like this long. Like they're
Yes.
really. And I've
Mine
got
are
like,
upstairs.
all of
I have
this. They
3
just gave it to me.
upstairs. I have
Where is
sisters
it?
upstairs.
Show us.
Huh? I'll go get it. Okay, let me go get it. for you.
Yeah. Let's see this.
Pete, make sure you're wearing
like the Leisure Vision.
Wait, I don't have pants on. Okay.
Stay low.
That's C-Mark's line.
That's classy gaming fun right there.
And Seabird, I did say that Rick was here for 10, 15 minutes at the beginning. I don't know if you're right or not, but I did confirm that he was wearing pants.
Yeah, no, I saw him. That's where I mentioned we have 4 episodes in the bag already. That you're.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm
I was cooking dinner at the time.
Okay, I didn't let him get up though to prove it. So
you don't want him to. He tries
No,
it with
I did
Paul and I
not,
all the time.
That's right. But back to that Leisure Vision he's talking about. I found a Leisure Vision around here not long ago. Like Tommy's saying 32 different kinds. Is that what he said? That Emerson Arcadia was released. Every country had a different name, and in Canada it was called the Leisure Vision. And they're not super valuable, but they're kind of rare. There aren't that many of them around.
I went down the rabbit hole of trying to collect all 32, and I think I think it was something like that. There might be 36.
Right.
And I stopped at Australia because I could not find the one in Australia. And I'm like, I'm done. This is
cartridges. There aren't even many games for it. Like there's only 30 or 40 games for it too, right?
Yeah.
But the box is neat because I've never seen a box.
So, C-Mart, I got to ask you, what is your least favorite Intellivision game? Because you've definitely played them all.
I don't like Vectron particularly.
See, me, you, and Chuck are the same.
I know Paul loves it. I'm trying to look at them. They're right here. I'm not a fan of Vectron. I know this is weird, but I don't mind Royal Dealer. I played it more than I probably should have.
Adventures in
Intelligence.
They couldn't put it on the big screen so people could see.
There's not a ton I hate. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That box looks mint, dude.
It is mint.
The box is great.
Oh, that's sweet.
Came from Simpson Sears, $59 apparently.
That's a great looking box.
Wow, that is a collector.
I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know if I'll ever. I don't even have
just bring it to my house.
You'll sell it to me.
Just bring me an Amico, Tommy, and you can have it. And it comes like with all these. Like, I got all the box games too. Like they're like literally
Those
mint.
are mint. How many of those did you get? Because some of them are quite rare. Some of them.
You have 15 box versions of them.
Wow.
That is
they were never played. They were apparently sitting in my couple.
I'm going to say there's only 30 or 40 different games.
Like this is like the cart's like.
Some of them are like that. Some of them are short though, Pete.
I got a couple short ones there too. But like Missile War, I'm sure it's like a missile command game. Baseball, Ocean Battle, Alien Invaders. I think a lot of these are just clones of like Astro Smash and Space Invaders.
Right.
But they gave me this and they're like, well, we can't pay our dues. And they gave me all this, and I'm like,
I'll take that.
Deal.
Yeah,
I guess I'll take it. Like, it was only, the dues were only like $75. So I'm like,
you got that in spades.
You got the
deal. Look at this, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Pete struck gold.
$59 on sale.
It's a good collectible.
Wentworth?
Woolworths.
Wow. Woolworths. Yeah, that used to be Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Woolworth became Walmart. Yeah.
Oh, Woolco, yeah.
And it has like all the manuals and everything in there. The styrofoams are still in there. The original elastic bands. It's crazy. Smells so good. Like, got that. It got that whole smell to it. Like, hey, Big Doomer, hey Chris, how you doing, brother?
Hey Pete. I stuck Chris in there and nobody even friggin' said anything. Sorry, Doomer, what's going on, man?
Hey,
no, I wanted, all the big YouTubers were on first, so I stepped back and let the big stars go out there. And when I saw C-Mart go on, I'm like, okay, the Vancouver crew can.
I waited for our G.
There you go. What are you talking about, stars? We got the world record holder of Intellivision Lock and Chase on here.
Hey, that's my big claim to fame. So
there you go.
That it?
That's a good one.
I still check it. I check that record more regularly now since people start talking about it, and one day it'll be gone, and I need to know before someone else.
Yeah, there you go.
And what is that score?
Oh man,
1 million
269,000 and change.
How long did it take you to do that?
Oh boy, me and a friend played on our breaks and at lunch every day for several months, 3 or 4 months. And then this was back in 2001 or so. We looked it up online and we were like, hey, we both already beaten the world record at that point. So he submitted his and he got the record. And then about a year later, I beat him. and more or less had the record since then.
Did you ever come up against the kill screen? Or is there a
No,
kill screen
because
for it?
you know what's interesting on that game is, I mean, my score is like 269,000, but in the manual, it's like once you hit 300,000, it rolls over, and it can roll over 80 times or something for a total of some hundreds of million. And I mean, as far as I know, no one's ever seen that.
Have you played the 8K version?
For about 3.5 minutes, a local collector here, we made a trade, and he's showing me off his the flashback that's been upgraded there, right, with the Raspberry Pi. So I played it for a few minutes just to say I can, but I'd love to play it a bit more. And the dream is to get those really rare black boxes for Lock and Chase.
Oh, shrink wrapped.
Let me
look at
see.
Tommy.
What did you
Yeah,
say?
I-
Black
I
box.
got both versions in shrink wrap, but I'm sure C-Mart's about to like demolish it.
Well, Dunar is a big variant chaser. Right?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's what we're looking for.
Oh,
That's the one.
He's bragging.
Sorry about that.
You know, we just taking
C-Mart, is there a variant you
there,
don't have?
guys? In the chat,
Yeah, there's lots of
Carlos
variants I don't
showed
have.
up. Maybe he's been there for a while, but Carlos and Rev and stuff are all in the chat. And I just wanted to also announce tonight, while I got a full room here, that the Inti awards, the Inti Basic 2021 awards for various categories are coming up in Atari Age for the Intellivision homebrew community. And they've asked me to do some videos in preparation of the different nominees of the different games. So I just announced tonight that starting tomorrow, we're going to start working on it. Carlos and I have been looking at it, and we will be, I'll be preparing some videos with all the different nominees in different categories for the Indie Homebrew Awards for 2021. And you'll see the different categories where everybody can go on to Atari Age and vote over the next, it'll be the next little while, probably a few weeks. So those are some videos to look forward to. I was very honored that they asked me to make some videos to sort of outline the games that have come out. Yeah, that one, Chuck, is not eligible this year.
You mean
But
you're
Pete-
talking about Space Can't, right?
Space Can't. That's right. Because
Are those
I
games-
can't allow this.
Hey, Pete, are those games only available via physical, or do they have a ROM? Can you buy the ROMs?
There's going to be categories for physical releases, categories for ROM
Put my
releases,
finger over the bell.
categories for artwork, and all this other stuff as well.
That's got cool artwork.
Yeah, because like one of the good homebrews come out in 2015 or something like that. Princess Quest. The only way you could play it now because physical's been sold out is to download, get the ROM through CollectorVision or Evercade, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Which sucks.
This is
you
something
could just
they do
come to
every
my
year with
house.
any basic they've had. An
I
awards
don't
for
own a
last
copy of it. If you going to give me one, C-Mart, or what?
I'm trying to find them. Have they all been stolen from my shelves?
I don't know, but I'll
Oh,
buy
wait,
one
no,
from
there
you.
they are. Oh, there's 4 copies here. Never
Somebody
mind.
told me they just got the last version of Princess Quest a few years ago. The physical.
Oh, you got the
version.
blue one too. This is the blue and the red.
I love
Blue
that
and the
game.
red.
I think it's the best homebrew I've
Now,
played
do you-
in so long.
I see in the background, Pete, you got the black. Did you get this yet? The Intellivision Evercade? I see you got the black and the white.
Which Pete you talking to?
OEB.
Oh yes, yeah, of course, dude. I played the shit out of that.
Do you
He
have
gets them for
the
free.
founders?
Dude, I have the founders. I got the white ones coming. I got multiple founders.
You got them all. You got them all.
You know I buy lots of stuff as things I like. You should know that more than anybody.
Everybody's showing.
I got like
Everybody's
8
showing their
Amigos coming.
Evercades now. Meant to mention RGT. I was really happy that he made an Evercade video last month.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wanted to show.
Oh, you got the purple one. Ah,
Yeah, I converted Pete to the Evercade. I made Pete come to the Evercade.
And Jeff,
Gotta have
what is
them
it?
on
What?
What is it, Jeff?
Pete, you gonna open that, or are you just gonna look at it?
He was gonna say that.
He hasn't
Pete's
even
got the
opened it, for
largest-
God's
Holy
sake.
shrink wrap.
He's got the largest sealed Evercade collection.
Yeah. Not really, because I've got 3 of everything behind me on Evercade.
Yeah, but people that open boxes are weird. I mean, you got to keep this stuff.
I stopped opening boxes because I ran out and nobody kept sending me stuff. So
Keep that stuff sealed.
No, it's like that was
That's the way
Christmas,
my
and
Intellivision
I want to do it right. I want to do an opening video, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet.
But the Intellivision collection on the Evercade is pretty good because like I said, if you
Princess
can't
Quest.
find a Princess Quest or you physically, it's the only way to play it
Yeah.
for
We're
the
doing
because the ColecoVision ROM is on CollectorVision. You can play the ColecoVision ROM if you buy it from CollectorVision.
we're doing show and tell. I'm showing some of my boxes here for.
There you go. TNT Cowboy. Nice.
TNT
God, I
Cowboy.
wish I had that. That is
awesome.
Yes.
Papa, Rev's in the chat and William's on here. Have you seen if you can get them to bribe you for a better spot on the list?
Ninja Odyssey.
Because William's here, I'm going to show off my
nice
old school.
Oh, Match 5.
Great
game. I love Match 5.
Well, I mean, if we're doing this.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it.
Let's see if I can. Let me just over the shoulder here. I believe that's. I don't know. Outside of William's house, I don't imagine there's more of these anywhere on the planet. Sorry, let's just change spots here.
Wow.
There's a few extras in there.
Are all those variants, Christian?
No,
or
they're just way too many of all of them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to your house and take my wallet with me or a pile of cash and see if I can squeeze a couple of those out of you.
I got the Rick Dynamite here.
They're all there. Yeah, Pete, just bring your paper.
Oh, that's Chuck. You can send that Intellivision one to me, buddy. I'll take that.
Sydney Hunter, Sacred Tribes. Here's a great one which came out a while back. Ms. Pac-Man. I loved all the pink stuff on this, like the overlays and everything just looked beautiful.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
Have you got the Junior Pac-Man?
No, I didn't get it. By the time I went to buy it, it was gone.
It's so hard to get them, man. It's like they get scooped up so fast.
And they're expensive.
Yeah.
Well, shipping to Canada too, like you gotta, that's almost double everywhere else.
I still need to get D2K and Donkey Kong Jr. as well.
I got that one. I got D2K and I've got Minor 49er. I've got those two. I got those directly from William on Facebook, I think. A couple of years ago, I bought them from you.
I'm printing D2K boxes soon.
And then the Sorrow of Galdon Thor or whatever, that's the other one I'm waiting for. I pre-ordered that a while ago.
Pete, did you say you don't have D2K or what was? Didn't I bring you one of them?
No, I've got DK. I got one DK from you. I've got that one and Minor 49er. That's the one I got from William.
Okay. I think I've got D2K here, extras.
Well, I
but there's a bunch I missed. I just missed out on.
I have 4 games that I hope to have coming out this year. 4 games for Intellivision Revolution. And most of them are games that were my favorites, like Keystone Capers was a favorite of mine for the Atari 2600. Rags to Riches, which was a favorite game of mine for the Commodore 64, which is not a really big favorite, popular title, but really fun game. And I've worked pretty much most of the summer on it. And I also have a Fast Food Plus game that I'm working on, it's finished actually. And what was the other one? There was one more game. Traffic Jam, which is a puzzle game, which is also in testing. So hopefully 2022, the games will be released.
If only the great shortage of PCB boards would disappear, then it'd be all fine.
Yeah. This is a new sticker I printed for TNT Cowboy. So it's coming with new.
I like it.
That's cool.
I'm looking forward to that one, William, when they start, because those are sold. The carts were all sold, and then the boxes to catch it up, and now I'm waiting for the whole package to go out again. That'll be awesome.
Right. I have to print overlays, and unfortunately, it seems like some people don't know how to print overlays. For some reason, it's a difficult thing to do. My box printer in Thailand doesn't know how to make overlays. So I've been searching around.
Got Oregon Bound, which I think is a great Oregon Trail. And then BC's Quest for Tires.
There you go. I used to play that on my Apple II all the time.
The computer, yeah.
I played that on the Commodore 64.
I don't know. I just
that
love
one on the
artwork on this. The Jaw Crusher.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard of the Immortal on the Genesis?
Is that didn't that come out on PlayStation also? PlayStation 1, the Immortal?
I think it came out for different.
A bunch of different systems. Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I've got the Intellivision rights to that, and we're doing it on the original system. Released for 2024.
Sweet.
So that
sounds good.
And I have some really cool, screenshots from it, and we're hoping to get a bigger. As people know, the cartridges in these from Left Turn Only are fairly big, and we're going to make the cartridge even bigger to hold more information, and hopefully that will be a redesign when Left Turn Only comes back from their hiatus. So we're hoping that that can fit the big game.
Nice.
So did anyone ever buy the Aquarius when it first came out?
There were 7 people that did.
There were 7.
I think I was 8 years old, so I didn't have to cash. Sorry.
I never even remember seeing it when it first came out. Like I don't even remember it.
When did it come out? What?
Came out in 1983.
83,
and
yeah.
I recall seeing it in the stores and disappearing 3 months later. And
No,
in fact,
I was in a ColecoVision at that point, I think, right?
I was 10, so I couldn't.
I was born.
There you go.
I got this. This is my. I have all the Aquarius stuff, but this is a cool. If you can see, like it was a little upgrade to Night Stalker, which was neat.
Oh wow,
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
I actually thought that the Aquarius Astro Smash wasn't as good as the Intellivision Astro Smash, though.
I've never played that. Is that true?
I saw that TJ did a video on it, and he was.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Wow, the Intellivision plays way better than the computer. Like that's weird."
Most of the Aquarius stuff is garbage.
Is it? Yeah.
I actually
Pete,
just
I've
got a lot.
I've got a jet, man. I've got a jet. I just want to say, congrats, buddy.
Thank you for
deserve
coming in.
it.
Like I told you, I'm going to say it here too. Is like I really appreciate all you did for bringing so many members of this community together with your show last year. And if it wasn't for you and us talking and you bringing me into AAA, there's so many people who've been here tonight, and otherwise it's just blossomed out of that. I bet so many people. So thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. You
No
did a
worries,
lot.
man.
A
We'll be
lot.
back. We'll be back when the Amico comes. When Amico comes and it's my sword, we'll be back bigger and better than ever with the AAA. So anyway,
Right
congrats. You deserve it. Nobody on YouTube deserves it more, buddy. Keep
Thank
up
you.
the awesome
I
work,
appreciate
and we'll
that
talk
so
again
much,
soon.
man.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody. Nice meeting you and
We'll
talking to you, God.
Take care, Pete.
See you, Pete.
Bye.
And then there was silence.
And then there was silence. Absolutely.
Where's Paul?
I printed these for the Aquarius guy, Jay Snellen. And,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's used these yet, but he's done cartridges for the Aquarius that use Joe's backward shells. I don't know if you knew, but the first iteration of these shells were done upside down. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the as you can see, the inside the case, it's not quite in the middle, right? Cat.
The star of the
Holy
show
cow, that's a
thing.
big cat.
That's a
So
lot of
what
cat
happened?
right there.
What happened was the first run of these shells ended up upside down, so you couldn't put it in right side up, and you couldn't put it in upside down. It just wouldn't work. So what he did was he ended up selling them to the guy who does the Aquarius stuff, and he repurposed the shells to use the Aquarius expander. So because they're compatible with the LTO size, we basically did the boxes, and I don't think he's used them yet. Has anyone seen any of these in the? Oh, there you go. You got one. Do you have a box for this, Chris?
No, he never did use the boxes.
He's got like 1,000 of them. I don't know why he's not using them.
I don't
got
think he
like
ever.
one.
Well, there's some handhelds back there.
But I had the Aquarius for about 5 minutes once, and it was utter garbage.
It's
But
not a good system.
some people are really into making stuff for it, which is cool. I think Tommy's going to show something for Aquarius.
I got something, yeah.
Your cat is really big.
That's Coco.
Hey, kitty.
She's a bigger star than I ever dreamed to be, and let me tell you that, buddy.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, what's
Rich,
what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
It's awesome to be here and hang out with you guys. That's well done, sir. I agree with Pete's assessment. It's just a fantastic achievement. I couldn't be happier for you, man. But and also hello everyone. Hello people and haven't met before. It's good to be here.
Okay, I got a couple.
I started doing roundhouse introductions. I don't know who you met, who you haven't, but after today, consider yourselves you're having met everybody. How's that sound?
There you go.
Yes.
So with all this talk of fintech these days, it's a big VC, big VC word. Back in the day, of course, it compared nothing to FinForm. Talk about an exciting game. I like the byline on this. Aquarius, FinForm, turn your Aquarius into a home budget system. Ooh.
Sounds fun.
Before there was Excel, you had FinForm. That's a good one.
Is that how you built your personal fortune?
That's yeah. This is the expander. This one's kind of cool. The expander version. But this, a lot of people didn't. I don't know if a lot of people knew about this. Did you know the Aquarius came with a printer? I'm sure C-Mart has one of these. The Aquarius
keyboard
printer.
component compatible.
Looks like a
was it?
printer.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try to print something off of my keyboard component.
Good luck with that.
I'll print the error screen because that's all I get.
Looks like a label printer.
Right, it's like a receipt.
Yeah. It's like yeah, exactly.
Tommy, have you heard or have you seen the videos of the conversational French on the keyboard component?
What is it?
On YouTube, they posted working conversational keyboard French. Like you can watch the game being used and played on YouTube.
I think I've only seen one video of the component actually working. But no, I definitely haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's posted right now, and they got emulation going for the conversational French. Looks
cool.
amazing. So
C-Mart, you have one that works, right?
Yeah. I sold my non-working one a few months ago.
What'd you get for it? A couple grand?
Higher.
Oh my god!
I basically said I would only sell it if somebody made me an offer I
couldn't refuse. $5,000 for an unworking one. Wow!
Yeah.
Congrats.
So I mean, he wanted it, and I too.
It's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it, right?
At that point, I thought I might as well. Right? That seemed silly. It just it buys me more stuff here, right?
Yeah.
So, C-Mart, that's my secret for the Canadian Super Cobra. Make you an offer you can't refuse.
French Super Cobra, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just walk over here.
No, I don't.
He's gonna rub it in your face.
Right. I know, like painful enough the other day. I'm like, I need this, and you're like, I got 3.
Which hold on, it's hard to hold all of them at the same time. Just a second. Which
problems? Yes.
Wow, man.
Which
That's
one?
cool.
We
Like mint, too.
Sorry, that's uncouth of me.
My wife wants me to go to work, so I'm off.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping, William. Thanks for sticking with it, trying to get in.
Yeah, congratulations on 1,000 subs, and I hope you get 100,000 more. Take care.
Right on. We'll have another big Electro Night update sometime when we can get some PCBs.
Great.
Sound good?
Bye.
Right on.
Did
Take
you say
care,
some
man.
PCP?
Was that what I was doing wrong? More boards.
PCPs, yeah.
Not PCP, man. That's angel dust.
My dinner was delivered, so I'm going to head out as well. Congrats on 1,000. Well deserved. The only channel I watch every single episode of.
Right on. Thank you, Chris. And thanks for coming on last year. That sort of started the whole thing. It's like with the interviews and stuff. And
I figure being your first interview is a big part of your success up until now. So
exactly. Just you made it so easy. I just had all the confidence in the world after that, right?
All right, take care.
Wow. Don't forget about all those movies you sent me too from out there. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Go. Keep my eye open for those things.
Yeah, here I am. I'm at a barcade in St. John, New Brunswick. I get a message from Chris saying, "Hey, I just found a whole big raft of RCA video discs, and there were some fantastic movies. Like some of my favorite movies ever made, Clockwork Orange and MASH. It was amazing, and Superman and stuff like that. 1, 2, and 3." And he messaged me and said, "I can get them to you." Well, they were cheap, but the shipping was more than was over double what the cost of the movies was. But it was so excellent to get them. I love it.
Awesome.
Anyway,
bye.
Take care. Thanks.
Christian, I think Lance Jennings kind of threw down a gauntlet, a challenge for you.
What's that?
Did you see that? Put that message up again, Pete.
Oh, the Jack LaLanne. I remember seeing that in the original commercial.
There you go.
Saw the play.
Has anyone seen the Jack LaLanne for the keyboard component? Here it comes. Oh!
What?
How about 2 of them?
Hold on. I'm gonna make that bigger too, so we can see
That's
it.
like a holy grail right there. Look at that. Wow. What?
Those
big. Go for like what?
My phone.
Oh, thousands. It's got to be.
Oh, they're in shrink wrap too. One of them.
One is shrink wrapped, and there's actually a color variation on them. So that officially qualifies as a variant.
It's a variant.
You can't really see it on here. Another time.
Now, what do those go for? Are those in the 1,500? Have they surpassed Spiker?
No. Well, some of them last fall there was somebody put a bunch up for auction, and they went from between about 8 to 13, 14, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they'd get around $1,000. There's a lot of money out there right now.
What's a Spiker go for these days, an original?
I still think in the 12 to 18 range, depending on condition.
Would you say that's the, if you include everything, that's still the top holy grail, hardest one to get, or
for the 125?
Yeah.
What's
in second place? What would you say is in second place in the 125? If Spiker's number 1, what's number 2?
Probably Learning Fun 2.
Learning Fun 2.
Yeah. It's past Indian Mud Buggies, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Mud Buggies you can find for $300 probably at any time. There's probably 5, 6, 7 copies on eBay at any given moment around $300. But LF2, I mean, Learning Fun 1 as well, but 2's the harder one. Obviously it was a later issue. Congo can still go for fairly high if it's in good condition, but those are the 5, I guess.
Top
Mud
5.
Buggy, Spiker, the 2 LFs, and Congo. Those are the 5, most expensive ones. I think the most expensive variant, the most expensive Intellivision game, not barring that Jungle Hunt that just went a couple weeks ago for
that was
over
crazy,
$2,000, is probably Pinball for Digiplay, because I think we've only ever seen 2 copies.
Right. Hank was talking about that the other day too. We were during our stream.
And what's the variant on that, Chris?
That's a Digiplay one.
And I'm not familiar. What's Digiplay?
Digiplay is the Brazilian pirate carts.
Oh, gotcha. So like that Space Invaders that they showed.
No, that's a different. So that's
a different Brazilian knockoff.
Brazil is just the Wild West, right? So for the
still to this day, by the way.
What's that?
Still to this day.
Yeah, in a different way. You're right. Yeah, but the Digiplay was as close to a real release as you can get, right? They're all in official boxes, etc. But then like the Shock Vision stuff, which is here. This is another Intellivision weirdo thing.
I've never seen that.
Here, do you want to see about 50 of them?
Yes. Please.
Buy one now. See that black? See the ones across the top, the black ones?
Yeah.
Those are all Shock Vision. It's the exact same box over and over again.
And where those came out of Brazil?
Yeah, they're also from Brazil, and there's actually a third Intellivision Brazilian pirate, and they are somewhere down here. Sorry, they're not.
So Christian, when you bought all of those, did you buy those from one? Like, was that one lot, or
No.
did you buy them individually?
I bought a bunch from a guy probably about 5 years ago, around 25 of them. And then I found odds and ends. There's a guy on eBay from Florida who goes down and then brings stuff back. And occasionally I would get solos from him. I got a couple off of Atari Age. Sorry, I'm looking for the Shock or the Intelligame stuff. Anyways, then the guy contacted me maybe sometime last year and said, "Hey, I've got another large batch of these. Do you want them?" And I just instantly said yes. And
oh yeah,
spent way too much on my PayPal account doing that. Anyways,
three
there's
copies of pinball.
What's that?
You said Simon.
The
Mr.
Rizzotti.
Okay, then there's your third one then. Yeah. So there's 3 copies tops. Mine actually came. Hank got mine. I bought mine from Hank. He'd bought it out of Brazil about 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Paid way too much, and then I paid him what he paid for it, which was a lot.
Which was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
That's
a
the
few
way it
things
rolls.
like that are just stupid rare that most people won't care about, and they're hard to get your hands on, right? And half a dozen people care, maybe in the world about them, so whatever.
I just want to say thank you guys for showing your collections. They've been awe-inspiring.
Yeah, there's always more. I'm a little bit hesitant to show some of this stuff.
So Seymour, what's the thing that you're trying to get right now? Like, what's on the top of your looking for it list that you don't have? That
I don't have. Yeah, real quick, my Holy Grail list started with the Bandai years and years ago. That's what I thought, I'll never get one of those, and I ended up getting one from Carl Mueller, who did Donkey Kong, D2K, and all that stuff, right? He had one. He was living in China at the time, and I spent quite a bit of money on it, and that was the 10th of the original ones that I was quite thrilled to get. And the postal office opened it and then wrote all over it to mail it.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I just about died. There's just tape all over it. They just took out the outer wrapping, checked it out, just wrote on it, mailed it to me, which killed me. I've since found they're a lot easier to get out of Japan than that. But right now, probably there's a South African Melionics produced games for the Intellivision. The little booklets you'd get with the system. Sometimes you'd see where it would list all the different foreign distributors. If you look through that list, most of those companies ended up putting out versions of the games.
Wow.
So we find, like, in the UK, in Australia, the Lifestyles Electronics ones. In the UK, Ace Consumers Distributing. There's a Canadian one called CIRO that I've only found like 5 of.
How about the Middle Eastern Intellivision? Do you have one of those? Do you have one of the Middle Eastern, the Arabian Intellivision, the hardware? And if so, did that company put out games?
Can you see it over my head? Is that it there?
Hold on.
There it is.
That's awesome. We're making it bigger because I've seen it and it's beautiful.
That's the thing that I'm trying to collect right now. That's the one I'm missing.
That's a holy grail right there.
And what's funny is that one came up on eBay a couple months ago, and me and Steve Roney, of course, everyone knows Steve, and co-founder of the new Intellivision with me, and he said, "Hey, look," because he was looking for one, and we weren't going to bid against each other. I'm like, "Okay, I'll let you have this one, but next time one comes up."
I think a couple. Yeah, that was one of the loose ones. I think 3 or 4 have come up now. And
really?
Yeah, but I think there's only maybe one other boxed one that we've seen. I think with the prices some of these things have got, you'll see more pop up out of the woodwork.
How much are they running for right now for the
grand? Or 500 to $1,000, right?
That's not too bad.
You mean
a loose one? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say probably in that range, 500 plus.
Right.
I think the guy was asking one guy was asking 750, I think, on Facebook, but it was pretty destroyed.
And what did you get the boxed one for, and when?
I actually think it's the most expensive Intellivision that's ever been bought. Is my guess.
Wow.
It was north of a couple grand.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think, if an eBay auction happens and a number like that hits, someone else sees it and another one pops up, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think you'll see that. Anyways, that
Casey's got one.
Stuff out of South Africa is one. Yeah, Casey. I forgot about Casey had got one not too long ago, actually.
I might have been bidding against him then. I feel bad.
Yeah, the South African stuff is neat because they actually have boxes too. And Luke and I had found one in South Africa, ironically. And the guy was going to sell it and then just stopped communicating. And it was heartbreaking because I think it's still available, and I think Luke's continued to try, but we'll see. That I want. I actually need one keyboard component game still. And I'm blanking out. I think it's a geography challenge, maybe one of the crosswords. I need one more. So it's always good to have something to find.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it wouldn't be fun if you didn't have something on the list. That's why I asked. Like, what are you looking for? Because you got it all.
There's always little things you can collect for though too, right? Like all the different, like the Australian, the UK, Italy, Germany, France, like even just the things like the manuals.
Yeah.
Getting all the manuals for each country is fun. And you end up paying $70 shipped for some game from Europe that really all you cared about was a stupid manual. And I curse myself. But whatever. It's fine. There's other stuff out there that I don't have, but I don't always talk about it because when stuff comes up on eBay, I don't want everybody bidding.
You're going to bid against you so that you'll trade them something that they want.
I actually made a mistake with, the for color TV only games, the really early issued ones. There was 9 or 10 of them. I put a thread up on Atari Age saying, hey, have you guys seen those where it's got the little writing on the front cover? I'm like, I think these are the original release games. And suddenly, and I realized later I didn't have all of them yet. I thought I did. And then now I'd made people aware of it. And suddenly I was bidding against people where I could have probably picked them up for 10 or 15 bucks. Now they were coming up towards, 50, 60 bucks a shot. So I try and shut my mouth till I get the stuff and then tell people after the fact, hey, you guys should go find these.
Right.
But we'll see. But yeah, Tommy, it's time for you to come up here. Actually,
completely. I mean, we're just waiting. What's the border situation like?
You know what? There was a window. I went down to Palm Desert in November just for a long weekend, for a 40 weekend, and it was easy to go in and out for that. But now it's back to crappy both directions.
Back to Yeah,
it's
you gotta give them a urine specimen and blood sample and
exactly. I gave a sperm sample accidentally, and I didn't realize you weren't supposed to. But
did it come back positive or negative?
They thought it was outstanding, is all they said. Outstanding. They meant they did thank me for it. They thought it was an unusual donation. Sorry, Pete. I didn't mean to spread there.
Hey, C-Mark, is that a vintage Canucks hat I see there?
This is 47 brand makes these fantastic hats.
That's a variant hat. Only 3 of them exist in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. No, this is it's the old school logo, but 47 brand is like the number 47 brand. They make outstanding. My KC Royals t-shirt I've got on here as well. Nice. Yeah, they make great stuff. Go look it up. 47 brand. It's both Canada and the US. Yeah, they do cool vintage lines of this sort of thing.
I like that, and I guess I don't know if I'm one of the few that likes that the vintage V, like with the like kind of flame look. It was kind of in the late 70s.
The skate.
What's that?
The skate? The Canucks skate logo, you mean?
It was when it was the
the V.
Yeah, the red, black, and yellow.
Yeah, the Halloween costumes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I took a liking to that, because that's around when I started following, like in the late 70s.
Yeah. I'd actually love to see them do it in the blue and green and white, but that would
be sweet.
That get up, which would be
like
cool.
a mashup jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
There's some good stuff out there. Yeah, this was not supposed to turn into C-Mark shows off stuff. This was us coming on to celebrate Pete, so that's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It deviated to hockey. Pete's cool with it.
We're good.
Hey,
Oh
so
my
Pete,
God.
is there someone that you're looking forward to interviewing in the future?
Yeah, I'll tell you who it is. He's sitting there about the opposite side of the top row from me, and but I've always said that we're gonna have an interview about old time Intellivision when other things are done and in the past and off the table and no longer a concern, and we just want to sit back and talk a little bit about some old games and NHL hockey and stuff like that, and not worry about any business or anything like that, because that's just stress, right? So, well, we could have a casual talk sometime, probably in the next few months. So, I think it's going to happen.
What's the game that you're the best at, Pete?
Oh God,
the television game that, like you say, like when you throw down with somebody, you're like, yeah, you're getting your ass kicked.
I think you should challenge him with Utopia.
I'm waiting for somebody to beat me in Utopia.
I'm hearing Utopia is like unbeatable, so don't even bother. That came from Nerman.
Paul says you can't be beat in that. So
no, I got it. I got it down. I got that. I have so many dirty tricks in Utopia. It's not even about me winning. It's about screwing you so much that I end up winning.
Just build a ton of factories too that you don't even need to have hospitals.
I got to tell you really quick. The first 5 minutes we're playing, the first 2 minutes, me and Paul had played Utopia for the first time. Paul Nerman, I'm talking about. And if he's in the chat, he'll laugh at this. But so we'd never played Utopia before. We're like, first time we're playing it together. And within less than like a minute and a half, I had him beat because he didn't know. Like, he's like, okay, let's play Utopia. And everybody's like, oh, let's get one fishing boat. Let's get one factory. I'm like, PT boat. And he's just minding his own business. He's just like, let me set up a crop by the corner. I'm just not saying anything. I'm like, what's okay? PT boat, go over to his dock. Gadoosh! I'm like, game over, bitch. And it was within 90 seconds, the game was over, and we had like 20 more rounds to go. He's like, what just happened to me? What just happened to me?
That's awesome. Hey,
but what's your game, Pete? What's your game? What's your one that you're unbeatable?
I'm going to say it's baseball, quite frankly. Although you got to practice that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You can't be green at it. I haven't played a game against anybody in 40 years, right?
All right.
But at the time, it was like, oh, there's Nermix trying again.
Oh, you gotta bring in Paul. And I'll say this: me and Paul have the greatest baseball battles back and forth. It's unbelievable.
That
we're pretty even on baseball, and there's been times where like I've come back in the bottom of the ninth inning from 5 runs down. There's times where he's come back with 2 outs and 2 strikes, and he comes back and gets it all. But yeah, that's a fun game. So I want to play you in baseball, Papa Pete.
Right on. No, I love that. I saw that you played Chuck down there in Boston. I thought, no, I wish I was
wasn't ready for that. I totally wasn't. I'm like, oh, he probably hasn't played this forever. But and dude, like I will need to get on my game. I need to practice. I should have practiced. I was just like, we're just gonna normally play. And nope.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to play you in bowling. You'd be embarrassed.
I'll tell you what, bowling. I am very good in bowling because I do play it kind of constantly. Pretty good at Star. Well, I just did a Star Strike thing. God, the flashback version sucks, but original hardware.
What about boxing?
Boxing, I never really got into too much. Fairly good at auto racing. There's a lot of one-player stuff I'm more good at. Really good at a good Astro Smash run.
How about you, Christian? What's your best game where you feel like when you sit down, you're like, okay, try to beat me?
It's funny. I would have said baseball, but World Championship baseball because I'd moved to that once I got back into collecting.
Yeah, that's what me and Paul play. That's what me and Paul play.
Because you got the slide, which is the best.
Yeah, I still
and the pitching
and football. Yeah. Those are probably the 2 I've played the most.
Yeah.
If we're
talking 2
Yeah. We're still trying to get Paul in here too. Trying to get Nermix in here too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm running late. There's the band back there.
Oh, right on.
That's Graham.
And what about? Oh, there you go. The band.
That's the band, man.
Yeah.
At least until I'm in your band.
Yeah.
It's good to see you guys practicing again. We're still kind of.
Dude, look at what's on JD 5150's wall there, though, to the right.
Oh, I know, right?
Chuck, I'm going to slide Paul in there, okay?
Yeah.
JD, I thought of you today. I'm going to come up with.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to come up with some.
Come back after. Come back after.
For sure.
What was that? What was that, Stu?
I got
available
some
nowhere.
Oh, nice.
Hey, look at those bags. Look at those bags.
See ya.
Those are some nice cornhole bags you got there, bro.
You and your cornhole, Stu.
Watch your freaking cornhole.
Hey, I got to say, Stu sent me the most amazing present. He sent me Intellivision Running Man cornhole bags. What's up?
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's how you treat your friends.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I got mine ready to go, and I got to get my boards all figured out now. So, and then once I get my Amico, then I can be throwing on there. So
there you go. Where's Paul?
Did we just drop Chuck for Paul? That's not a good trade.
And then hey, there he is.
Hey. That's not a good trade.
That's not a great trade.
I got a really crappy background
because you're at your grandma's house.
I was going to say, are you at your grandma's house?
My grandma's house.
You're at your grandma's
house. No, well, everybody I can't explain, but yeah.
Oh, we're getting feedback.
My wife is on a PTA meeting in the back room where I have all my stuff, so I had to move to the kitchen table.
I think we're getting feedback from you, Paul. Are you watching on
You're
YouTube?
the worst sound guy in the world. No one can hear you. You're just talking.
We're hearing the live YouTube feed coming through.
Turn
Paul.
the feed off, Paul. You're the worst. That's better. It's better when we can't hear you.
Oh, we lost him.
Hey, David Camacho, right on. Good to see you, man. Quest of 125 sealed. David's going for.
Yeah, that's me and you, David. We're bidding against each other on eBay then.
And Paul is silent and off screen.
Just use your. Couldn't use his phone. I'm walking. I'm holding my phone for the last 2 hours, basically. You can do this.
Christian loves giving Paul crap all the time.
Well, it's a two-way street. Let's be clear.
That's true.
Rich, I want a Papa Pete exclusive. Rich, Rich? No, there you are. What is the next Fun for Five?
Oh, what's the next Fun for Five? Ooh. Well, as soon as I get life out of the way, the next Intellivision Fun for Five for INTV Tuesday is going to be Thin Ice.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I'd like to get
George, the Fat Man Sanger, doing the soundtrack.
That's right.
It's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it because it's a great game. So
was Thin Ice the one that was originally supposed to be an Olympic game, like it was modeled after the Olympics? And they didn't get the licensing or something.
Yeah,
it was a Sarajevo Olympics.
Yeah, but then it turned into such a fun romp. It's awesome.
Hey, does anybody know what virtual play games was all about? Does that name ring a bell?
Virtual play games?
Virtual play games.
I don't know.
They're the one who produced the Intellivision lives on the Nintendo DS.
Oh.
Does anybody have any background on them?
I don't know a thing about that. No.
Here it is.
Yeah, because
virtual play games.
Yeah, they actually, with the video that I had made, they had contacted me asking me if they could use my song, and I'm like, well, it's not my song. So it just felt very weird that they were associated with Intellivision, only to find that they didn't know that the song wasn't like it was theirs already.
Right.
So it's just very awkward, very weird.
Huh. Well, I know that. I mean, I would know the people who would know the answer because Steve Roney and Bill Fisher worked on those, and they still work, with me at Intellivision. So I'll ask them. I could ask them. I could find out the answer because they would know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is Paul coming back?
He said something about his wife was in a PTA meeting.
Just message him and tell him to use his phone like I am. It's not that hard.
Well, there you go.
My wife's in the studio room.
Only turn it sideways before you turn it on, right? See, Mark?
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
Because if he's not coming back, Lance or Chuck could come back in.
Well, just
I actually have to take off here. My wife's downstairs about to kill me, but
right on.
You said you're going to be there for 10 minutes. An hour.
How does she kill you from downstairs? That's what I want to know.
There you go.
Oh,
there's ways.
Trust me, I do know. I know how that happens.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, let's put it this way, man. Thanks for stopping in, because consider you told me I could stop for 5 minutes at the very beginning.
I know. Oh, I thought I was going to have dinner earlier, but it
Me
worked
too.
out. So yeah, but no, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. Great to meet a lot of the folks here who I haven't. JD 5150, Nintendo Champ. Nice to see Brian again. I haven't seen you in a long time, and yeah, all the boys. So
go watch that video.
Thank you guys.
Right on. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming in.
Great meeting you.
All right, thank you. Congrats, Papa Pete. Well deserved, and I can't wait for the next celebration at 10,000.
There you go. Right on. Take care.
Cool. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.
brother. Take care, Tommy.
Bye.
Wow.
Hey, Rich, I actually haven't gotten to meet you in person either on screen. We talked New Jersey, and you
that's
know,
right.
we actually get to meet face to face.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yes, I mean, it's too cold here right now.
Oh, it's cold down here in DC too.
I mean,
It
I
was
don't.
frigid today.
It's not as cold as up over by
No,
Pizza.
not Great White North kind of cold, but
Yeah, we're in the deep freeze here too, and I'm near Toronto, so
Okay.
Cool.
It's been a cold snap.
Pete, how cold is it, Pete?
How cold is it here?
Yeah.
20 below.
Wait, what below?
That's 20 below. It's thumping cold. When I got in the van this morning to drive to work, it took about 5 miles before, thumping cold means when you're sitting there and your vehicle settles a little bit, right? And it's so cold the tires can't go back out to being round. You get that thump as you get down the road. That's thumping cold.
I'm not that cold here.
So Peter, the pond's frozen up there?
Frozen?
Frozen solid.
The fish are freaking climbing out trying to get a hotel room.
I'm throwing my hockey gear in the car and driving up there.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, there's no problem. Are the ponds frozen? You can skate in my driveway at the moment.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's because it snows, it rains, it freezes, it warms up, it freezes, and everything becomes like about that much ice underneath it, right?
Oh, I wish we don't get 3 consecutive days here, or past 3 days where you really need it to freeze solid, and then it's like it'll be like 0, 10, 15 degrees, and then a couple days later it's 50 degrees.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Tomorrow up here it'll be 42. It's like 17 right now.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's not safe to skate when that happens.
No,
I'm a better skater. I'm a better skater than I am a swimmer. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, there you go. I'll be honest with you. We've not had it terribly cold here this year. It's just this today was crazy, and then the next 10 days it's no more than single digits. So -4, -5, which is 20, like Fahrenheit 20 to 30. Below freezing every day, but not super cold. Today was deep freeze cold.
Oh, it was
we have the same here. It's going to be like 0 tomorrow, probably like 2 the next day, and then -10 the next day. So
yeah, I always say 20 below for all our American friends. That means right around 0, and for that's cold to us. And for all the ones out in Vancouver, they laugh at us and say, "Never gets between 60 to 80 out there. It never goes maybe 40 to 90 at the most. They always have nice weather out there." Then you have the people out like live in Winnipeg. Mike's still there, yeah, Winnipeg, and they go 20 below. That's shorts weather.
Oh yeah, we just had the cold snap, and then we're kind of pushing it over to the Ontario side. So
there you go. But when you guys get cold in Winnipeg, Edmonton, you're talking friggin' brutal cold.
Yeah.
Right?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Paul, don't call it winter
West
pig
Coast,
Manitoba for
wearing
nothing.
a thong right now. He's so hot there.
Who is?
Paul is.
Paul?
Yeah.
Well, it's not just because it's hot. I just like the feel of the thumb.
Well, sorry, I meant to qualify that. I didn't qualify that. I should have qualified it. Right.
Yeah, my wife's in the back. She's doing a PTA meeting. That's where all my gear is, my mic, my headphones, my phone was back there. I tried to use my son's Chromebook, and it just was like a distortion feedback loop fest. So that was fun. But now I have the phone, so.
I was telling your buddy seen it too. Rick was on at the very beginning of the stream tonight. Of course, I did confirm he did wear pants, but I didn't let him get up to show it. But we did talk about our bet, right? So is our bet going on or what?
I don't know.
Our agreement with it. I'll have 2 episodes of the 125 out for every episode of the podcast out.
It's going to be out before the end of the month. I'm working on it.
But I'm talking for the year.
Yeah, I told him we had 4 in the bag, Paul.
I don't believe you, Christian.
I am going to try to go back to how we started once a month. I'm going to try to do that. So if these lazy asses, my co-hosts, can get on the mic and record stuff, I can put it together.
There you go. So a little bit of a challenge. So if you can get 1 a month, that's 12. I'll have to get 24 episodes out this year, which would be pretty damn hard. But
yeah, that's not going to happen.
We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do after 4 or 5 months.
What's the prize for the winner or the loser?
Less nudity.
Bragging rights around you guys. That's about it.
A keyboard component from Chris. That's what the prize is.
Ooh.
Hard pass. You actually get Rick will autograph his assless chaps.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not a prize.
Keyboard component from Chris versus this copy of Tron Deadly Discs, which has both overlays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have those like fingernail marks in them, right?
Well, they do have that, but
Yeah.
perfect, right?
So, Pete, you turned earlier towards your shelf unit, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the hell? Is he freaking nude, or what is going on? With this little tiny window of you on there, I'm like, he's not wearing anything.
The orange shirt.
And then I got it. I'm like, no, it's an orange shirt. Okay. You're getting all sexy on this and everything.
Yeah, there you go. Let me tell you.
Yeah, Pete's got the spray tan on.
You got the Trump tan?
That's right. I won't get political on anybody. Hey, Caper Dave, good to see you, man. That's another one in Papa Pete time right there.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's a good turnout, Peter. I was trying to watch I came home, work late, then it was dinner, then it was like trying to get on here, but it seems like you had a good turnout. And how did you already talk about like how you started the channel and how you got to where you are with the
Well, it's all been kind of crazy going into it. We talked a little bit when RGT was in. I started to mention how back in my very first video, which actually I downloaded, but it doesn't play very well when I try to play it, so I don't think I'm going to bother to try. But of course, my kid was good friends with guys like RGT and stuff hanging out. He had his own channel. He was kicking around here in the chat earlier, but it was pretty busy. We couldn't get a lot of people didn't get into the stream that we're looking to, and I used to go on some of their videos, and some of those guys, it was RGT who dubbed me Papa Pete. That's what they just always used to call me. So when I got into videos with Connor, 64-bit for life, he went away to college after we'd done 5 or 6 videos together on his channel, and I have one on there right now, Channel Introduction, as sort of a mimic of how we sort of started. And I decided to keep going on my own because I've always enjoyed doing stuff like that anyway, which I explained in that video. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Even when I was a little kid, I used to make reel-to-reel audio tapes, like variety shows, which was sort of weird, but I'm talking 6-7 years old. That's what I did.
Yeah, it's still super weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very weird, but that's cool. Whatever.
It's not that weird. It's not that weird, Pete. I totally did the same thing.
Yeah. No, I did the same thing.
Now we're in an era where you can do stuff like this and meet people from away, and yeah, away we go. I started talking about the things I love, the old games from back in the day, collecting them, the Atari games, and I got some of the tech that I needed to be able to do more Intellivision games, because I've always said Intellivision, it's the friggin' controller is the problem, right? You can capture all the Atari footage you want in the world because it's easy to do a joystick, but the Intellivision controller, now we can do that, and away we go. It's been just all just a lot of fun ever since. So that's about it.
Old farts appeared.
I want to throw it out to the experts here. I'm currently looking for a way to convert RF to RCA. Is there any way that there's some kind of adapter to do this? Does anybody know?
RF to RCA?
RF to RCA?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a connector. I use it. There's two ways to do it. You can either do it like without an actual converter box. You can get an adapter that's RCA to coax, so you can use the coaxial cable and plug that into the TV.
Right.
Or you can do RCA and then have it convert like at the last minute to the TV on the other side. I think though I've had really good luck with the coaxial cable run though, rather than the thin RCA cable.
Yeah, because I'm trying to capture, I'd like to do streams of Atari and Intellivision.
Well, you're talking about for capturing,
yes.
for capturing.
Well, not necessarily. It doesn't have to be. I have a rig set up so that you can do RCA to. I'm going through RetroTink, and then it goes to HDMI, et cetera, et cetera. So I would love to be able to play my Atari games and show them off as well, and my Intellivision.
A scan convert, you can do like we use at work. Like I do video stuff. We do use scan converters, but those can get kind of expensive. Depends on what the budget is.
A lot of people in the chat are also saying VCR. VCR will work.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I mean, Crow got it. Yeah, that's what I used when I first started. I used a Sony VCR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But don't you have to worry about lag at that point?
No, it's good. It's solid.
It works. It's not like the best signal,
cool.
but it does work. I used to do that as well.
Yeah.
But most of my older consoles, I have AV modded. You can put in a little board, solder it in, and then you can get a clean signal. But people don't want to do that. You got to get some kind of converter box or try the VCR. I mean, you could get a VCR that has like an S video out if your TV has your capture card has S video, and you might get a better signal.
Well, maybe my Betamax is going to work for that. I'm not sure.
I still have my old Sony Beta Hi-Fi.
Yeah. As long as it had the inputs and the out, you should be good to go. I went the other way though. For me, I went the Retron route. I have a Retron 77 for all the Atari stuff because it's got this pure HDMI out, and I just got myself a Ultimate Flashback.
Ultimate Flashback is next for me.
It's very nice.
They're great, aren't they, JD?
Thanks to Papa Pete, I might add.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm trying to play the Atari. I have a Texas Instruments that I want to try eventually. I'm not 100% sure if it works or not, but I figured out a solution for everything else, like the TurboGrafx 16, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, all of that good stuff. It's just that I'm kind of locked at that point where I can't play the Atari or the Intellivision to get a decent enough signal.
Yeah.
So I just wanted a plug and play solution somehow that took RF to RCA, and then I could just upscale it from there.
Yeah, that was part of the reason I did so much just Atari at the beginning of my channel, because I have no qualms about emulating for the most part. I do know that some of the games I could play on the original hardware, and I do a lot better than I do when I emulate. But for capturing game footage in a lot of cases, I just went with emulation. And then once I got the Ultimate Flashback, like JD's saying, I don't find a huge difference between playing the original Intellivision and the Ultimate Flashback. Now, the Flashback itself, there were some issues, I think. But the Ultimate Flashback with the Raspberry Pi that Bite Knights made, I don't find the same issues. So I really enjoy playing with that, and it takes away all the capturing problems. It really does. So
the emulation on the Ultimate is really nice. And DJC was saying that about the original Flashback too. He was playing Star Strike on that stream, and it was like there was all sorts of weird lag, and then there was all sorts of crazy weird things that like things would be popping in and out that shouldn't be.
There's a couple games that don't work very well. I forgot which ones they were specifically on my Flashback, but it was okay. I don't know. I do love just plugging in the cartridges again, though. I mean, there's something like visceral about that. Opening the box up again, and I know TJ was joking about like the Atlantis boxes where it falls out. But it's fun. You can't get that with an emulator.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it falls out, then you kick it across the floor as you
right.
And you're like, son of a
and hopefully not step on it as you're reaching for it.
I don't know. I kind of learned the Magic boxes when I was 12. Like I didn't have a problem with that anymore, but maybe some people don't. It's a longer learning curve.
I kind of worried about that.
Still fell out. How did
I didn't have that problem until TJ mentioned it.
I kind of worried about that when I got the LTO flash card. That I was not going to like it. That I would not have that feeling of putting a cartridge in. But now I'm just kind of like, well, you know what? It's just so convenient. I just leave it in the Intellivision and pick the game I want to play and I can play it.
Yeah.
But I still do like playing the old cartridges, putting it in the system, and even with some of the homebrews, it's nice to just take a real cartridge out and just put it in and play it.
There's nothing like playing authentic hardware.
Yeah,
that's true. Nothing like it.
It was so neat to be able to play that again. And, I've told some of the guys here, but, I got to play with my dad again recently. And, it was just really neat just to bring that old system over, and just grab the instruction manual again, try to remember how to play these games, and it was really cool. And we had played the flashback before, and that was fun, but it was a whole other level when you just break out that whole box of games, spread them out on the floor,
Yeah, my ultimate dream, I guess you could say, when it comes to the retro consoles is I want to play Pong in 13.1 surround sound or 13.5 just the massive boom, just shake the room,
That'd be awesome.
Oh, what? Speaking of Pong, Rich, have you been to Silver Ball in Asbury Park?
No, I have not.
It's they focus on pinball, like they call it like pinball museum kind of thing, but they also have a lot of, original video games, but they have an original Pong set up there.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I've been to
Pong arcade.
Yeah, I've been to just about every Yestercades, but I haven't been there. So,
it's worth the trip.
Okay.
It is worth the trip. It is fun. They have pinballs going all the way back to the beginning, like the old school like baseball, where it was just like kind of hits the ball and you had a bat and swung it.
Yeah, they had one of those in Laconia too, in Fun Spot. I've been there a couple times. That place is awesome. So it's I want to go back. I want to go back there so bad. And Galloping Ghost is on my list too. I got to go visit that one.
That's cool.
But yeah, I know I love all the old arcade stuff. It's good stuff. I got to check out that pinball place though.
It's really
that's
cool.
like an hour down the road. So
no, it's easy to get to. It's fun and really cool.
Nice.
If anybody makes it here through St. Louis, we have one called the Silver Ballroom, which is a bar that's owned by my buddy here in town, and it's like two shotgun rooms. The one side is a bar with a jukebox full of punk music.
Oh, nice.
And then the other shotgun room is all pinball machines.
Man, that's
really cool.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, he had the Iron Maiden pinball machine in there not long ago, and that was one of my favorites.
That's a fun one.
All you guys who live down around things in the world to go to places like that, and I got to drive an hour and a half to go to Costco for pizza.
Crow saying he's like 5 to 10 minutes away from Galloping Ghost. I'm like, oh, well, I could go hang out with him.
Pete has to get in his horse and buggy to go get gas. And he's not even Amish.
In an oak barrel.
I don't know. Something about arcades always scare me though, because I've heard stories of Polybius and things like that. Just I was trying to get a copy of Polybius in VR, but I got it sold out on me really quickly. So maybe that game doesn't exist either, or does it exist? I don't know.
Nice.
It might. But if you knew of its existence, your memory will be wiped and you won't know anything about it after that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of arcades in
just
LA, but
fever dream anyway.
Most of them have been closed since COVID, and there's a few that I'd like to visit. I think it would be awesome to take a trip across the country and just go to all these retro arcades. One of the guys that does a lot of videos on that is William Culver, Arcade USA.
Arcade USA, yeah.
Because he travels a lot for work, and he just goes to all across the country and Galloping Ghost, stuff in LA. Like he's come out here, and I've hung out with him for a bit, but it's a cool thing. And I'm trying to rebuild my garage arcade because I had a really nice setup before my family and I moved a couple years ago, and I sold a bunch of machines. But I started looking at, I've got 4 machines now, and I started looking at like adding more that I sold or some that I never had, and the prices have really gone up on these things since 3-4 years ago when I was really buying them and fixing and selling. So, but yeah, I'd love to cruise across the country, visit all you guys. I'll go to every state and just like, or country. Sorry, Pete.
Or country.
Yeah,
province.
Country. But you said there's nothing near you, Pete? There's nothing at all?
Well,
there's rocks and snow.
There's lots of rocks and snow at the moment. No, there's not a whole lot. I mean, what are you talking? The cities are 100,000 that are closest to here, and they're an hour away from where I am, right? So there's more people in LA County than in. Geez, wouldn't even dare to guess how big of an area around here, right?
Mm.
Lance, I talk about. Lance, you said there's what, 10 million people in LA County?
Yeah, there's 10 million in LA County.
Right, and there's 700,000 in this province, and this province is probably, 6 or 7 times the size of LA County. So yeah, it's pretty. I won't call it barren. We have, but I can go for a drive on a 4-lane highway, and I can see a mile ahead of me and a mile behind me, and not see any cars.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 polar bears.
3 penguins.
Brown bears around here. Black bears here, not polar bears. It's too far south for that. But
I say that like we don't have tons of bears here.
But Chris, what about you up in BC? There, you have any retro arcade stuff going on?
Yeah, there was one actually opened in a suburb about a half hour away, just prior to COVID, like literally a month prior to COVID. And I took Dylan and a couple of my nephews, and they were running around 50, 60 machines, and I just went right to Tron. But they had, you name it, like from the late 70s through sort of late 80s, just all that. So I went once during COVID, but it was just so limited. You have basically rent the arcade to yourself and your family. So on the other side of this, whenever the hell we open back up, absolutely. Yeah, it's lots of fun.
Well, I know you go out to Palm Springs and Palm Desert when you come down. Did you ever go to that pinball museum in Banning?
No, we were scheduled to go in March of 2020 before they shut down.
I think the guy was selling everything off. I think that.
Yeah, he sold it off within the last number of months.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it pissed me off. Yeah, Dawn and I were going to go down with our sons and meet down there, and shut down again. So just shitty timing, unfortunately. Oh, that was the only time I've sworn in this whole thing. Sorry, Pete.
I don't really give a shit. You guys probably know, away from one thing that is fairly close to here. This is close for me anyway. Is Fun Spot's only 6 hours away. Probably all heard of Fun Spot from King of Kong, right?
Yeah.
And a few years ago, I like going. The races are also down there. They used to have the NASCAR races in New Hampshire. About a 6-hour drive, like I said. And my wife and I always went in the summer, but back when they still had the races in September, I took 64-bit down one year. And I had never been to Fun Spot. It's only about a half hour north of the track. Mm-hmm. And I surprised him with a trip to Fun Spot. Also, the first time I was there, so it was great for me, too. Don't get me wrong. But what an awesome friggin' spot to go. And I've been back 7 or 8 times since. And so, phenomenal place. When they say the biggest arcade in, North America right now or whatever like that, 300 and some arcade games set up. So, that's close by. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. It just takes me a while to get there. So,
you know what? Actually, where another great one is, and Paul, maybe you could tell me the math on it because I don't remember. The arcade they set up at PRG in Portland is fantastic too.
Yeah.
Like, there's what 200-300 games there.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. But that's a lot of just private folks bringing their own games. Like one guy brings 3, 4 or whatever, and that was amazing. It was comparable. Actually, no, it was probably significantly larger than like Classic Gaming Expo, the ones I've been to when it was happening in Vegas.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, there's that what is it called? Pinball Hall of Fame, I think. It's way off like the strip in like a really seedy area of town. And nondescript warehouse, but they have all these old pinball machines.
That you stumbled across not because you were looking for the arcade?
Well, I was there for other reasons.
Other reasons,
yeah. At night, late by myself.
Late at night.
Drunk. But otherwise, was just looking for games.
Also
I think it was 2011. The guys at Retro Gaming Roundup podcast, they did a little thing down there. A bunch of listeners came down and we took like a road trip down there, and it's like you wouldn't know it existed, and you walk in and it's just like rows and rows of old pinball, kind of like the place in Banning. But I don't know if that's still there, but there was some games that I had never seen. They even had some old electromechanical stuff from the 60s.
Love it.
Like this baseball thing where it was physically a little guy with like a metal bat, and you had to pull like a lever and he swung the bat, and then it was crazy. Like I'd love to go there again. Maybe we should do like a gathering of you guys and put together our own little get together in Vegas or something.
And or everybody goes to Portland this October.
If it's going to happen, hopefully it will.
Yeah, really.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think if it is, it's probably that second or third weekend of October. They still haven't actually finalized the date.
Yeah.
So.
Is that Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine?
Oregon. Yeah.
Oregon. Okay. I was going to say, Pete, Portland, Maine.
No, Portland, Maine's right there, but no,
that'd be an easier
Portland Retro Gaming Expo. That's a flight to Vancouver and drive down. From how long of a drive is it for you guys out of Vancouver?
About 5 hours.
5 hours, which is not bad. It's like me going to Boston.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're basically I'm 5 minutes from the border. Washington State takes about 4 to 4.5 hours to do the state, and then it's just across, right?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah,
but it is the biggest retro gaming expo around, and it's such a blast. And from an Intellivision standpoint, I've talked about this on the podcast. I think I talked about it when we were on the stream with you. There's probably 30, 40 Intellivision guys at least that meet up from Atari age.
Yeah,
and we set up dinners for 3-4 nights in a row, and it's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's kind of like I've wanted to compare it to Too Many Games, which is the only one I've really been to. But I think Portland Retro Gaming PRGE, right? PRGE is quite a bit bigger than Too Many Games, I believe. Certainly the arcade is. But
I want to say more than 10,000 people go. Like it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh. Yeah, and the show itself, I think the show floor was at like 110 or 120,000 square feet at the convention center. It's a big show.
Wow. Yep. Wow. I just put in the chat there, anybody listening or watching, I put a video in there that actually is from my son's channels from how many years ago? 8 years ago? 7 years ago, where we went to Fun Spot. He recorded it all, did a video for us. So it's kind of neat to watch because he's very young and I'm a little bit younger, I guess. And going through, he did a good job going through Fun Spot, doing some recording, playing the Donkey Kong cabinet that Billy Mitchell and Steve Wiebe played in the movie and stuff. Right? So, pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
He gets it.
Somebody mentioned Tron before. That's a dream game to have. I really wanted that arcade 1-up. I just couldn't. That was a lot of money for what that was. But I'm seeing the reviews on it. The reviews are pretty darn good, and it's not $3,000 expensive like if you were to get an original one.
No, that's right.
I think they're.
Well, don't tell me you got. Now. Wait, which one do you have? You have the arcade 1-up Tron?
What? Hold on. I got.
Oh,
hold on here. I'm gonna make that a bigger picture
here. I still want to try to make it happen, but oh man, it's got really good reviews.
It's never coming out of the box, is it, Chris?
I just got it.
It's not coming out of the box. It's going to go on a really big shelf, and you're going to look at it.
I can't shelf
longingly.
That's awesome. I didn't get it that long ago.
And I don't trust myself to set it up by myself. So.
I don't trust you either.
Yeah,
That's
you should.
awesome.
No one should.
Well, listen, guys, it is 11:35 almost, Papa Pete time. I thank all of you guys for coming out tonight and all of the chat. I mean, the chat, there's still 30 people in the chat tonight. So what a fantastic stream. I said at the beginning of the show that the reason that I wanted to do this stream was just to sort of talk about all the people in this room, for example, are perfect examples of people that YouTube has allowed me to meet with similar interests, similar concerns from all around the friggin' North America, and even some from Europe too. But all of us are from North America. So thank you guys in the stream and who have come and gone out of the stream for being part of this tonight, because it's just perfectly shows exactly the best things about this YouTube media. And thank you to the chat. A lot of fun in there tonight. I don't think I saw one thing that was anybody was having anything but fun, and that's great to see, and that's just what I want to see. So
I didn't get to drink my shot. Drink my shot. So cheers, Pete.
Cheers, man. I finished my beer and my second beer.
Down the hatch.
So don't leave. Remember, I've told this to you before. Don't sign off when I shut down the chat, you guys in the stream. But guys in the chat, again, thank you. DJC still in there. Thank you so much for sticking around as long as you did. I appreciate it. Man, it's been being part of it for the first little while. Man, I guess we probably had 20 or 30 people in this chat or in this stream, and probably 40, 50, 60 in the chat tonight. So anyway,
very cool.
Hell, here's to 1,000 more, the next 1,000, and lots more videos. And I'm going to guarantee I'm going to release at least 2 125s for every episode of the Intellivisionaries podcast.
We shall see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Is that challenge accepted, Paul?
Yeah, accepted, yes.
Right
Nice.
on.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Again,
Congrats, Papa Pete.
thank you.
Yes,
Take care,
man.
guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for a great
Cheers,
channel.
Pete.